Alrighty then. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're live on Storms, Radios, and Cats. And the cats, at the very last second, decided, hey, there's dangling cords on this table. Let's pull on those. And almost pulled my mixing board into the floor. So at the very last second, I grabbed some electrical tape and I just wrapped it around the leg of the table. The cord, I wrapped it around the table and table leg and taped it up. So hopefully, that'll stop them from pulling my mixing board over. Let's hope. '74 and partly cloudy in central Kentucky tonight. Sunday, May the 5th. Let's hope this month doesn't zoom by like April did. Might help if the mic was a little bit closer to me, actually pointing in my direction. Oh, I got a cat crawling on me. Oh, goodness. Oh, it is so rotten to get by with so much just because they're so darn cute. Hey, Laura, good evening. Hope you're doing well on the homestead. I had to grab this kitten because it was crawling up my pant leg. Oh, it's not all bad. No, it's not all bad. Probably gonna, yep, just run it off. You have a productive day today, Laura. I imagine you've stayed busy. Yeah, they're cute, but they're rotten too. Uh, as I was saying at the beginning, just very beginning of the live, it got down to 9:28, 9:29, and the one I just showed decides, hey, here's a cord, and it's falling over, the edge of the table. And it's like, hey, let's pull on this cord. And I saw my mixing board starting to slide towards the back of the table. And I grabbed some electrical tape real quick and I wrapped the cord around the leg of the table. Awesome. Awesome. That's one thing checked off the list, right? I've got this really tall grass at the end of my little flower bed at the back door. Really tall. And some kind of grass anyway, but um, something keeps knocking it over. So I thought, shoot, I might have to just lob that over or just cut it down. And so I did. And when I cut it down, the seeds just went everywhere. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I sent the live link to a couple of the messenger groups as well as the StreamYard. Matter of fact, I see that I forgot something. See if I can get this taken care of. Just make sure I got. Hey, Gear, what's going on? Good evening to you. And we'll pin that to the top. All right. What you been up to, Gear? Get the marigolds going? Uh, well, I mean, hey, that's half the battle right there, man. That is half the battle. Just surviving, that's half the battle won. Enjoying the day off. 3-day weekend. Should be able to get a lot done then. Or just chill. You know, depends how hard you have to work during the week. Ooh. Except you can have the mushrooms. I'm not a fan of cooked mushrooms. I like them raw, but I don't like them cooked. There's something about the texture. Can't, just can't do it. Whoops. Well, hey, I'm sure she'll understand, Gear. I mean, she's a musician and she can appreciate you enjoying some music. So nothing wrong with that, man. I do too, Laura. I just don't like them cooked. I don't know. I just never could bring myself to eat cooked mushrooms, but I like them. I like them raw. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, you evidently, Gary, you needed to sleep. At least a nap, anyway. Oh, cool. Um, so, Laura, have you found any wild mushrooms out there on your property yet? I imagine they would be over in the woods. I haven't found any that I want to eat. Yeah, I can't. I could. I could barely function on a couple hours, but I have done it. I'm just. Yeah, I could do 4, preferably. A full night's sleep would be good, but I can never do. I just never did very good with 2 hours or less of sleep. I'm just like a. It's like I'm almost drunk. It's just totally useless. Let me tell you. You say you found out you're not a plumber. Oh wow. I I picked up the wrong freaking piece at Lowe's. What I meant to pick up was this this right here, but in a this is regular. This accepts regular PVC, not CPVC. Evidently, the sizes are, even though it says half inch, the size is a little bit different. CPVC is a bit smaller. And so this was going to, hey, Hugo Homestead, good evening. Welcome in. This was going to go into my shutoff valve under the house, and then my PVC or CPVC was going to come out the top. That was the plan till I got everything gathered up. I got under the house, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't even fit. Like this threads into it. But this right here would accept the CPVC. I was so frustrated. I'm like, really? So now I gotta, I'm gonna go back, hopefully sometime soon, go back to Lowe's. Well, I'm gonna make sure that the threaded part is actually brass or steel. And I don't care if this end's plastic or not. The whole point was to get my water running again in the house, and I had a piece that rusted out, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna put any more metal in the line because I don't want any more of that crappy rust. Yeah. Oh, that sounds pretty good though, Gear. And I don't know what's going on with Dark Paul tonight. He can't sit still. It's like he's missing out on something. Oh my goodness. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Go on. Go sit somewhere, please.
Is it raining at your house? It's raining over here.
Not yet, but I think a little bit later it will be.
Yeah. We're getting hit hard right now.
Oh.
So.
Well, it stayed cloudy all day, but they were white puffy clouds, so I really didn't expect anything out of it.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed the clouds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd say you do. We had rain off and on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought today we were going to get some, but probably not till late. I don't know I haven't looked at the radar. So is that tracking up in my direction or?
Let me look at the radar.
Yeah.
I haven't either. I just knew more rain was coming, and it's going to rain for like 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I better get some grass seed out. Let's see here.
National Weather Service changed their website around a little bit. I'm having a hard time finding the radar when I want.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like it's kind of coming your way. You will get some of it for sure, but you won't get as much as we're getting right now. I don't think we're going to get a lot either. So.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather it be showers than a storm.
Yeah, me too.
And then,
consistent showers overnight.
Yeah, right. When you're not trying to work. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. When my husband's not logging in it, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that money you had to go through the last there's a few videos back, and I was just like, well, I don't know how I don't know how they do that in those 18-wheelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really coming down. But this is like thunderstorms and all that right now, so. Onion.
Yep. Dark Paw, you're really pushing it, dude. I wish you'd sit still.
He's
Come on.
excited. He's like, "You're on camera, so I'm gonna be all over."
Oh yeah, it never fails. It's just
Yeah.
you know, dude. I mean, go play with the kittens. Go on, go play with the kittens, please. No, he's not. He's not having it.
Yeah. He likes daddy.
Yeah. How's Chris doing? Is he good? Not working too hard?
Well, he can't. His back's been off and on.
Oh no.
We might be looking for something different for him. Because it just all that pounding driving in a truck,
Mhm.
when you have a bad back. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, last time I took a road trip in a car, well, it was my Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I kept adjusting my seat because I was getting this pain behind my knee.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really, it was almost crippling. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I tried as much as I could to trade drivers, and she wasn't having it, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have to stop somewhere because I got to get out and walk around and
Yeah. Yeah, and he does like 14 hours a day, which they're
Yeah.
not supposed to do, but yeah. So it gets a little crazy. Right in the mic. There you go.
you couldn't have planned it any better, Kitty.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I let one of our cats out. Our cats are in the shop, so
Yeah.
they get free reign of the shop, and that's where all our
Go on.
feed is.
Oh
So,
yeah.
But one of them won't come out of her little hidey hole. So,
Oh no.
but she has before, so I don't know what scared her. Maybe my husband walked in there. I don't know.
Oh,
She's scared to come out, but she's a sweetie. And then I don't know if you know, we got a second one. So
oh no, I didn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got a second one. So and she's part Mancoon.
Oh,
She might be a little more, she is more aggressive for sure.
yeah.
Because I go to pick her up and it's like claws in the back, It's like, okay,
Oh,
I won't be lifting you up anymore. But she's purring as she does it.
oh
And
yeah.
they're like deep in your back, not just,
Oh,
the kneading thing. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
She might be one that likes to be pet while she's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Not really just picked up and loved on because Clementine is kind of like that. She doesn't like to be picked up and held, but she will get up in your lap, but it's on her terms. And it's like, well, if you try to give her a hug, it's like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she
I have a
pushes
feeling
away.
she's that way too. And the other one kind of is too, but I think she's really liking the lovin', so she doesn't, when she comes out, she's all over me and hi, and how you doing?
Yeah.
And that kitty is too when she's on the ground. I think it's like what you said. When she's on the ground, she's happy and she's all over you. But
Mhm.
as soon as you pick her up, it's like, nope, not happening. So yeah.
Well, it's good that they're in the building where the feed is. At least they'll keep the mice off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome
Beth.
in, Beth. How you doing, Beth? How's Joe doing? Well, the gnats have been annoying this year.
You guys got the cicadas up there?
No, doesn't seem like no. I haven't seen any,
Okay.
but
We saw our first one Saturday, and then I went for a walk through the property, not in the woods, but I don't go in the woods anymore because there's too many bugs in the woods, and it's really hard to get through there right now
yeah,
with all the growth. But you could see the the casings of like on the outskirts of the woods where they've come up and just left their casings, and then
Oh,
and you can hear them. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, leave my apple and pear trees or my apple trees
Well, we
alone.
had them last year.
Oh,
That's
you
what I
did?
couldn't figure out. We had them last year. Why? I couldn't figure out why we were. I thought they only came out like once every 11 years or something like that.
Yeah, they're different broods though. So different
Oh,
broods come out at different times.
so
That's what I
maybe,
thought too. So I'm like, all of them come out every 17 years. No.
yeah.
So yeah, gross. They're gross looking though. Man, oh man.
I've got a gnat in here. I'm gonna swat it here in a minute.
Yeah.
They when you're busy, you're trying to look at something or whatever. They're right in your face.
Oh, I know. When
Kind
I
of,
take the book out at night and
yeah.
I read with, I have a little one of those clips that go on my book, you know,
Mhm.
and I was still awake and I heard your little ding. I'm like, oh, Barry's up. I need to go say hi. I'm still up reading. So, yeah.
A
So,
messenger.
yeah, the gnats get
Yeah.
all around that little light, and it's just like, oh. So, what I do is I close the book really quick, smashes them. I'm like, sorry, library bug.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. You got two litters. Um, Randall, my neighbor up the road, took two the other day, and so um, Paint was a little bit beside herself. She wasn't quite sure where her other two babies went because she only had four.
oh, wow.
And Clementine had, I thought Clementine only had five. Clementine, she had six.
Oh, boy.
Every one of them is a gray and white, like a
Huh.
gray and white combination, where Paints were black and white and calico.
Hmm.
So Randy's got one of the black and white and one of the calicos.
Cute.
So yeah.
Cute.
But I'm trying to pick up Clementine's babies and handle them because she's had them back there hidden away so long that they don't know what a human is. And
Oh, yeah.
so when I get around them, they're like, they're this big and they're hissing at me. Yeah, but they're going to hurt me. And I'm like, that's too
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, it is. It is cute.
Yeah, matter of fact, there's two out right now and they're eating food now. So, oh, Mama came out. That's why. So they followed her out.
Cute. Hey, Bob.
Well, Bob, if you smell it, you dealt or stepped in it. That's usually the rule. You smelt it, you dealt it.
Yep. Yep. For sure. Ooh. The only
So-
time we see dog poo around here is when the oldest dog has a little slip.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Oops. Yeah, he's at that age where he'll just be laying there and he's like, oh, what just happened? It's like,
Yes.
oh
Yeah.
no. Yeah, so he's an old man. But he's got cancer around that area, so it's
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
So he's a sweetie, but such a good dog. He still is like when it's time to eat, he gets all excited and starts barking and ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh.
Oh, you're just so excited. So still got a lot of life in him. We'll limp him along as long as he's not in a lot of pain,
Yeah.
So and they can't do anything about it anyways. So it's if they did surgery in that area, it'd just make them totally incontinent. So
Oh no.
yeah. So
Uh-oh. Well, she's fussing at her own babies. It's okay.
So she had them in the house. Did they have them in the house usually?
Yeah. Clementine decided to have them after I picked out a bunch of boxes and different places for her to have them. She's like,
Mm.
oh, no, not good enough. So back here where the couch is, under the couch, which is only this high off the floor, so I can't really reach in there. And then after she had them there for a couple of weeks, she moved them into the back room here
Mm.
in a corner I barely could get to. And so that's why I thought she only had 5 because I couldn't count all of them.
Oh, wow.
Doing good to count them in the first place. And then finally they got to where they are, where they're at now, where they're coming out a little bit more and
Mm-hmm.
trying to get them used to being handled because, I'm not going to keep them. I can't. That's too many.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't care how cute they are. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I just can't do it. Let me see.
That's why when I had the opportunity to get fixed ones, I was like, yes, that sounds good to me.
It's one of Clementine's.
Oh, very cute.
Oh, look at that. He takes care of them. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, I know. Okay, you just still very sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's just so rough being little, isn't it? Okay, if
Being
you were-
manhandled.
yeah. Okay. Mama just came over. Like, what is all that? Why is my baby crying?
Yeah.
She's so good to them.
Mm.
Both Paint and Clementine are really attentive to their babies.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Clementine really shouldn't be feeding them. She shouldn't be nursing anymore, but she's still doing it. And
Hey, Carol.
Carol, what's going on? It's so funny because they're just, they're so little, and then they do that. They arch their back, and they're,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be all big and bad, and you're just like, oh, that's so cute. Now come here.
Yeah.
You can snatch them up. They're so little. They can't do anything about it.
Yeah. It's so cute when they pick them up and they just, move them around.
Mhm.
It's like so much control.
Paint as big as hers is, she's still trying to do it. She's just
Mhm.
kitten is between her feet, and she can't really. She looks like she's drunk.
That's awesome. You're editing a video. Cool, Carol. I got pictures and video of the cicada casings all over. And I was just like, I have never seen anything like this. It's like where when they come out of the casing, it's out of the back of their like back area right here.
Mhm.
There's like a perfect like slit that's like, half an inch long. And they pop out of there. It's really interesting to me how that works.
I was watching Appalachia Homestead with Patera earlier, and she had a cicada. And she was petting it. I'm like,
Yes.
wash it. Just
Oh, that's what I would totally do.
It's-
Actually, I didn't do the one on the window, but if I find things on like my trees or my, like that kind of thing, it's squashed.
yeah.
Unless it's a good bug. So,
But I can't say that I hate them, but I don't have any love for them either because I was on a dirt bike one time, just a flying and one bam right in the head. Of course, I
Yeah.
should have had a helmet on, but still, and it pegged me right in the head. It left a welt.
mhm.
I mean, You would
Wow.
think they would just go splat and you'd have to
Yeah.
clean it up. No, they hit you and it hurts.
Oh.
Of course, I mean, like I said, I was wide open on that dirt bike,
Mhm.
you know, and bam, it hit me right between the eyes. It's, oh,
Yuck.
yeah, exactly. It probably didn't survive. I
Right.
mean, you know, uh, wouldn't quite be like, running into a windshield, but still,
Right.
yeah, I left the welt. I went to school. This my last year in high school. I was in the broadcasting class.
Yeah.
They said, "What is that big welt on your head?" And I said, "It's a cicada." I said, Of course, then we all started trading our stories about getting, you know, the girls
Yeah.
are just like, "Ooh,"
I'm sure the turkeys are happy.
Oh
We're going to be
yeah.
full of cicada. Um, yeah, because they they come out of the ground and then they come out of their casing, so they leave a casing that
Hmm.
can be snapped on, and then they die after they breed. After they lay some eggs and breed. It's like,
Wow, what a life.
yeah, I might have to catch some and like dry them and give them to my chickens or something. So, because your chickens can eat them, but
Yeah. Wonder if there's any. I wonder if they're good for compost. I mean,
yeah, I should check it out. Miracle Grow soil. Yeah.
smell the chemicals.
Mm.
Mm.
She's talking about organic Miracle Grow, so yeah. So less, not less chemicals, but it is
Yeah,
better.
most
It is
volatile. Yeah.
it is better than the regular, for sure.
Oh yeah.
And that seems to be what all they know around here is Miracle Grow and Black Cow stuff. Because it's like I've called around for organic fertilizer and they're like, yeah, we got Black Cow. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's like, you knew it was springtime when you walked into, say, Lowe's or Home
mhm,
Depot or, any place like that carried the gardening supplies. You
mhm,
just, you were hit with that.
mhm.
Because it's all the chemicals they got laying in those bags all at
Yeah,
once. And you knew,
yeah,
oh, yeah, it's springtime. I mean,
yeah.
if you were stuck on a deserted island for a whole, year or two, didn't
Mhm.
have any track of what the month was, and you came back to civilization, the first thing you had to do for some reason was go to a Home Depot. You'd be like,
Yeah.
it's springtime. I didn't miss much. you know?
It smells like dirt and whatever chemical. Yeah.
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 The same
Well,
as
my
Halloween.
dogs can smell it like crazy. I mean, it. I put on my plants, my flowers mostly. I put organic stuff, but it's crystallized, and it takes a while to break down, but it still has that certain smell, and the dogs love to eat it. So I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna wait until it rains.
Yeah.
And I put it down, and they still find it after it rains. Stinkers, but they're Labradors, so they just you
yeah.
know find anything. So
Oh. Well, I haven't been to Big Lots in forever.
yeah, me either.
There's one over in Danville. Yeah, I couldn't tell you when the last time I was in there. Um, Now you have Ollie's, and Ollie's kind of reminds me of what Big Lots used to be.
Mm,
You know, well, Ohio Big Lots were just a mishmash of everything,
Yeah.
you know. And now it's like more of a name brand. I like pushing all the name brand stuff, and it's like this is
Right.
not the same Big Lots, you know. But
Right.
I haven't physically been in an Ollie's yet. Just looked at what they had online.
Yeah. Thanks for the banner.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I was like, wow. Okay.
No
Cool.
problem.
Yeah.
I always like to promote my friends because you know that's what it's about. If you don't, um, you know, it's more exposure,
Yeah. For sure.
and word of mouth is really good advertising.
Yeah, it is. It's better than anything, I think.
Yeah, and certainly cheaper than like you know, you. One
All
thing
the,
I didn't do. Oh, go ahead.
all the promotional tools that they're using on YouTube, I think those should be illegal. Like
Hmm.
they pay to promote, you know.
Yeah,
It's like all of a sudden that's out on YouTube and Facebook and all of that stuff. And it's like, really? You know? So,
yeah. The one thing I never did in my whole radio career was do the sales because I just didn't want that headache of you know trying to sell advertising to people and you know, all that other garbage. And then now I did the commercials. I cut the commercials. If they threw them in my inbox, then I pretty much had to do them.
mm-hmm.
And then they offered me to work in it because they had replaced pretty much everybody except two DJs with satellite.
Mm.
And I was like, no, I don't want sales. I said, but you know, I understand you guys still need somebody to as a backup engineer. I'll do that. But I said,
Mm.
I don't want to fool with anything else. I really after about 2 years, I didn't really care for the on air aspect of it of being on the air.
Really?
I had more fun as you know trying to make something work than
Right.
I did you know
So, what was it about the on air aspect that you didn't like anymore?
the restrictions.
Mm.
And those were imposed by the owner, not really the manager.
Mm.
So, and that's okay. I mean,
What kind of channel were you on?
um, over here in Stanford, Kentucky, over in Lincoln County, it was a country radio station.
Oh,
And
okay.
then their AM was religious, which um, we like on Sundays. I went from the midnight to 6 all week to doing just Saturdays and Sundays. And the Sundays was on FM. I would play these discs that were what was the name of that program? It's where they count down the not really a countdown, but they showcase the top songs are in the top 40 or
Okay.
whatever in
Mm-hmm.
country. So you have a disc that's your first 20 minutes or whatever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just using an example because it's been so long I don't remember how they were broken up.
Right.
And then you got a break. You went to commercial, did the weather, and then go to the next disc.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the next disc. Go to the next disc. Just over and over. While you had somebody preaching in the AM.
Oh, okay.
So when they come in, if first of all, if they didn't hand me some money right away, I had to say, I'm sorry, I can't put you on the air. And then I would have to throw uh, some Christian music in that were on compact disc. I would have to put that in there and hope it plays out for that hour until the next preacher came in.
Mm.
And we had some that tried to beg their way in there to do it for free. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't. I said, it's my job on the line. And so
Hey, Garden Warrior.
it at some point they gave me the AM as my baby, as they put it, and I really didn't care much for it,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what they wanted me to do with it. Like they said, well, have at it, do whatever you want to, and I said, well, we need advertising to keep it going.
Right.
They said, "Oh no, what we already got coming in will support it." And I said, "Well, it's only a sunrise sunset station." I said, "It just seems like such a waste." Hey, gardening warrior.
Yeah. Q, I hope you had a good birthday too.
Definitely.
Yeah. What did you do for your birthday? Oh, and my back was hurting so much after I just from cranking the thing for all the
Mhm.
seed and then throwing hay and then like doing all this stuff. That's when my upper back where my herniated disc is
Yeah, I
started.
saw you had a little bit of back trouble, and then I know you were anxious to get back to it. And
Yeah.
I thought, man, I don't know. I mean, as soon as you get back to it, you could throw it back out again.
Yeah. I didn't throw it.
Because, I mean,
I'm being careful. My husband is on me about it, you know.
oh, I imagine, yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Good on him. Good on him.
yeah. He's like, even though he's got it, his back is, he's like, no, I can't afford you to be out with you. It's like,
Yeah.
there's a smarter way to do that. You're a little wagon, so I go everywhere with my wagon now and not lift like buckets of heavy stuff for very long. And so, yeah, all the stuff I have to. That's why I stopped on my flower beds. I was making flower beds, but the wood is so heavy, that it's like that we got for like $50. We got this huge bundle of wood for $50,
Mhm.
and it's really good. It's popular, and so it's really heavy hardwood, which will last forever with flower beds. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, railroad ties do really well too, but
mm-hmm.
I don't know how easy they are to get anymore. Usually, after they like here just a few weeks ago, they replaced all of them up here for Norfolk Southern.
Mm-hmm.
So they were laying. They had all the new ones laying aside. And I guess they must have done it in like a week. At least
Wow.
I think they just break it up like so many
Mm-hmm.
miles, and they get that done because they want to keep their trains moving.
Right.
I just wonder if a person could have snagged them up while they were changing them out.
Yeah.
Hey, good evening, Had a Garden.
I know that Tractor Supply like sells them,
Yeah,
but they seem to have like a lot of oils and stuff on them. So I would be afraid to like the wood that I have is totally untreated, So
yeah, yeah. Railroad ties tend to have a tar on them.
hmm
I think it's to keep them from rotting.
yeah,
And
which
then, of
makes
course, they got all the stuff that comes off the train.
yeah,
Uh,
that's for sure.
Hang on a sec. That air conditioner is absolutely freezing me.
Can it get too cold? Feels good in here. I don't even have the fan on yet.
I mean, it's working, and you're sitting over there
Right.
sleeping.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty warm yet. It's rain coming. It's here. It's like 70, 76 here. 71. Sorry.
I think I got 70. I had 74. I don't know what
I think
says
it was at
7.
74, something like that, and then it rained and it came down.
Yeah. It said 67. Wow. I don't
Wow. You're chilly.
68.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I took my drone out of the package after it's set for over a year.
Wow.
And I re-downloaded the app because I had replaced my phone since getting a drone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, the only thing I could see is the camera. Nothing else was working.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, something's wrong. So I went to their website and I got to looking around. And finally, I was going to go uninstall their app and then reinstall it because that was one of the things the forum said to do.
Right.
I look at it and it says compatibility.
Oh, wow.
So both iPhone and Android had a list of phones that were compatible with their app. And I read it and I'm like, oh no, my phone's not compatible.
Yeah.
So the only thing it could do was just give me, oh, it's okay to fly. He told me where I was,
Mm-hmm.
where I live. It told me, it showed the camera, but that was it. It wouldn't fire up or nothing. I thought, oh, there's no way it could have broke just sitting.
Right.
So once I got digging and I saw on the DJI website, it said compatibility right underneath the two app stores,
Yeah.
my phone and Android. And it said, I read them in the list. Mine wasn't compatible. I said, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. That's sad. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just, um, I guess they pick the phones because they want to optimize that video because
Mm-hmm.
we're shooting like 2 and 4K.
Yeah.
So you have a choice of 2, 4K, and 1080p,
Yeah.
and you want to be able to convert it over so you can use it
Mm-hmm.
on a laptop or whatever. And it's like, oh man.
Yep.
I looked on eBay and I'm pretty sure I can get a used one because I'm not, and you guys are gonna probably faint. Don't faint. Get your smelling salts out.
Okay.
This Android man might actually get an iPhone for it, but not a new one. Not a new one. Forget that. I've seen what they want for a new one. But I
Yeah.
saw some nice used ones, so
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
price was within my range. So be a month or so before I do that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Wow.
to
So
fly
you
this
can
silly thing.
drone. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
But I thought, because and which is kind of disappointing because right now is when everything is in bloom.
Mm-hmm.
The blackberries. I mean, the blackberries got these beautiful white flowers and
They're
just all
beautiful.
over the place. And it's
Yeah.
like I want to capture that from.
I was the hollyhock. My mother-in-law bought not hollyhock, honeysuckle. And so she bought it so that we can put it, on the side of the house and grow up on the side of the house. I'm walking down the road, taking the dogs for a walk today. There's honeysuckle everywhere growing on the property.
Oh, of
And,
course.
yeah. And all you smell is that beautiful smell of honeysuckle.
Mhm.
It's just so wonderful. And then we have daisies and calendula and all kinds of stuff just growing all over the place,
That's awesome.
milkweed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I've been smelling was the different flower. Well, the blackberries really don't have much of an odor to the flowers, but
no.
like you'd have to put your face right up in it. But yeah, it is. Oh man, it smells amazing out there. Until somebody like strikes up burns a mattress up on the top of the hill. But
Yeah. Yeah.
what an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah. I think I'll be picking some blackberry this year and making some blackberry jam. And
Yeah,
I might
I'm
have,
sure there's going to be a lot up there. It's just for me, just I have to figure out how I'm going to navigate it.
yeah.
Because my whole hillside back here behind the house is nothing but blackberries.
Right.
And
I have several patches on the property where I can just go, and it's pretty new. So it's been shaved down a couple times and come back. And
yeah,
this year it's full in bloom. So you know that there's going to be a lot of blackberries this year. So.
Oh my goodness.
This computer is still on the old time, and I still haven't figured out how to change it. I don't know why they don't just make it easy for you to change stuff like this.
Is it Apple?
No,
Okay, it's Windows.
it's a Dell. Yeah, it's Windows.
You still have your time and calendar down in the bottom right of your
Yeah.
tray. You click on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It's open the window. I'm there already. I was just looking at it.
it's 11, right? Windows 11.
Cordell, 8th generation.
Okay, that window that popped up,
Mhm.
collapse it, and then right click on the time and date. And
Okay.
it'll show adjust date and time and notification settings. If you're on Windows 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So you click on adjust date and time, and it should open a configuration window, and then you can set your time zone, your set time automatically, show date and time in the system tray.
Won't let me do it. Maybe I'm clicking on it wrong. Huh. Come on.
Or you still got the blue Windows box that you can click on as the start menu.
The blue Windows box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I have that open.
Okay, and then it should show a cog somewhere in that list of icons. It says settings.
Yep.
And then over on the left should be, mine's still loading, so I don't know why my computer's running so slow.
Systems, device. Oh, okay. It was up and then it went away. Okay. Time, and here we go.
There's a stake bug in here flying around.
The time zone was off.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yep. Okay, it changed it.
Yeah, cool. Good.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
I don't know how many times I've said alive and the time comes up wrong because of the date being, the time zone being wrong on this thing.
Yeah, because they've tied your browser in with your clock on your computer, and it just throws everything off.
Yep. Yep. Now I can see what time it is. Oh. So what's happening this week for you? Are you doing anything fun?
I wish I was.
Yeah.
No, I got a lot of stuff I've been going through some stuff that's been left here. I'm just going to pitch it probably. And because after this whole, the landlord set fire to a couple mattresses up at the top of the hill and then left it and expected me to watch it. Well, if that got out of hand, there would have been no way for me to put it out.
Right.
So I called the fire department.
Oh, yeah. Good for you.
You know, I shouldn't be left responsible. I'm just a tenant.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the Homestead Aquarius. Welcome.
Hey,
Well,
Tom.
hello there, Barry. Hello there, Miss Laura. How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm about to starve though. I'm working on working on some what do we call it, Barry? Hillbilly cooking.
I got
Yeah,
you.
hillbilly mukbang or hillbilly cooking.
Oh Lord, I got no Carol's up here.
Yep.
Trouble's here.
It's good trouble, though. It's good trouble.
It's trouble. See, I ain't gonna be now. See, I was gonna hang out with you, but since she popped up, since you let anybody up here, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
stay long. Plus, my stomach is threatening to
To break
do
it.
bad things to me.
Well,
Oh,
I
But-
no.
wonder why after that chicken.
Well, that chicken is still here, right? We're gonna throw a quick look at what I am feasting upon. Y'all ready? It's what I'm
Yeah.
about to feast upon. All right,
There's
here
no
we go.
violating.
No
Ooh.
violating.
Wow. Look at
Wow. That looks really
Oh,
that. Man.
oh.
I think that's a good idea, Gear.
How long do you think it'd take
Say
me to
again.
walk down there?
I'm gonna tell you what, Barry. I want to get up there to your place, and we'll do some cooking. One day we'll do some cooking.
Wow.
Better all cook outside then.
I have to ask. Glenn's talking about harvesting. He made pickles. Glenn, what do you do to keep the cucumber beetles away? Because I was just wondering if you have any tricks.
Boy, oh boy.
That looks delicious.
Don't it look good?
I know, right? Glenn says he'll be there in 20.
It's fitting to light me up. It's fixing to light me up. Right there's some
I
Tabasco.
would
love.
say that looks good, but I just had some amazing steak today.
Mm,
So,
Amazing steak. That sounds
Amazing.
wonderful.
amazing steak.
Well, you're talking to a man that's
my.
had chicken for like the last month solid.
Okay. Thanks.
oh
Just
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Just about.
We get on those. I mean,
Thank
like
you.
we've got chicken coming that we're gonna go through the whole process. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! I have a Cadillac,
What?
chicken tractor.
Oh, I was like,
I have.
really? Got a
So-
Cadillac.
My husband,
Wondering where that was going.
I know.
I know. My husband got me the best chicken tractor.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Is it like a kit he got for you guys to build?
Yeah, it's we got it at the Amish store, and
Oh.
it has like bicycle wheels that are like a foot high,
Uh-huh.
and it's all made out of metal,
Oh,
except
cool.
the top is a roof, is a tarp, and it's aluminum, and you pick up the handlebar and it raises the wheels, and then you just pull it along, and I can
Oh,
do it.
how
with-
nice.
So,
Much better. Much
so
better.
I'm looking forward to doing my chicken tractoring this year. So.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
if I saw correctly, it barely fit on his truck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a 6x10. So we can put a lot more chickens than we're gonna put in there, but they'll have plenty of room for running around.
Y'all, I'm gonna have to go. It's sprinkling on me, and I'm outside. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
take my food
Inside.
inside
Okay.
and go to eating and go back to lurking. And y'all watch yourselves and y'all be good. Right.
You too.
All righty.
Bye.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. I just realized it looks like I'm balding right here, but it's actually my lovely gray hairs. The light reflecting off my little grays.
You know what? Nobody noticed until now.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
just in
yeah.
case. Just in
Should
case.
go and point it out. No, we know.
Yeah, you know. It's my grays. They're gonna go red though. I'm gonna do red for summer, I think. So we'll see.
You're gonna be a hothead for summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hothead. This is a hothead for summer. Like if it's really dark, it's gonna beat down on me. So
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
lighten it up
true.
for summertime.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I also have had, trying to wear hats, get in the habit of wearing, something to cover that skin because I've been exposed to so much of,
know.
Florida sun.
No.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my older years where I get zapped and things burnt off and stuff from the dermatologist.
Yeah,
Look like Swiss cheese.
I know.
Oh
I
my,
I'm trying. I'm trying to remember the hat. I keep it by the
Yeah.
door now. That helps.
yes,
So
that's what I try to do.
I
too.
got me a nice little pink hat.
Oh, I love that. Faith over fear. I love that
Yeah.
saying.
There's
Yeah.
this really neat little Christian shop in our neighborhood in our little town that has all kinds of clothing, women's clothing with little
Nice.
Christian sayings on them.
Oh, really nice. I accidentally flicked somebody off when I was wearing my Christian shirt from Timo. So, Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
yep, I felt horrible. All they saw was God, and it was a probably middle finger because they almost killed me. Yeah. God wants you to know,
Don't run me over.
don't kill people. Do not kill people with children in their car. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I felt horrible. I was like, oh no, I think they could see my Christian shirt in their rearview mirror. And
Yeah.
Theron purposely put on one of those like little Jesus surrounds for my license plate tag, which I
Oh
might,
yeah.
with taking Hannah to work, I might have to, just take that off. I don't want to give the Lord a bad name. And just,
Lord, give me self-control.
yeah, give me
Yes.
self-control. Do not give me patience. I have enough of those trials out on the road. I do not need any more trials.
And Lord, if my finger comes up, just slap it down.
Yeah.
I was middle finger reformed.
Just
I wasn't using
snap it off.
No,
Well, that'll learn you, won't it?
give it a cramp.
Give it a cramp. There we
Can't
go.
raise it. Can't.
This middle finger right here is arthritis in it,
Can't
and I
I suddenly
can't
have
use it anymore.
Could be the only finger on her hand with arthritis.
just the middle finger. I can't imagine visiting my doctor.
Knobby, and
The doctor be like, so what's wrong with your hand? It's just the middle finger. It's got really bad arthritis. I just can do this. I can't lift my middle finger for some reason.
It's either hang loose or
Yeah.
here's John Bon Jovi. You
Right. I
give-
give good a
you
bad
give
name.
good a bad
Right.
name.
I wanted to flip you off, but it came off like hang loose. So
That's
you know,
That's what I'll have to start doing. Just be like, oh, hang loose. Hang loose. I'll have to like redo it. Even Hannah was saying one of her coworkers uses mother flower, and I was telling I think Barry was up. Were you up on Divas
Yeah.
last night when I said that? I said if I start to say that, there's no way I can for sure know that's what will come out of my mouth. So I'm better
Mhm.
not to just even do
Good
that.
night,
Right.
Glenn.
Oh, have a good night, Glenn. And I'm glad you guys are
Good
still
night, Glenn.
selling stuff. I love that the girls get to do that. His girls.
that
do
is cool.
Yeah. Instead of a lemonade stand, they have like a little farm fresh produce stand from their garden.
Oh,
Yeah, I would love that eventually. We'll see. I just want to get my yard into shape again. It just
it's frustrating. We're waiting to cut our grass because we want it to go to seed first
okay.
and then cut it. And so it's like I look in the background of my videos. Yes, I have really tall grass, but I have grass.
That's
You know?
right.
Yeah.
It's grass.
So,
Yeah. It's kind of like when those men get those plugs. They got to wait a while, I think.
Yeah.
To do the same thing. Not that it goes to seed. That would be a lot easier if it did. Then comb overs would be like a thing, and then you just grow the hair back. It would
It's like
be like
okay,
temporary
now
comb
let me find a
overs.
seed and sprinkle it on my head.
Yeah, exactly. I have
If
a
only it was that easy.
I know, right? I have
But
like a
I'm,
mosquito in here.
I'm due for my haircut. I just keep putting it off, but
Yeah.
I usually cut my own hair. I don't like to have hair on my head in the summertime because it just burns
Mm.
me up.
I know. I like mine short up the back during the summer, or it has to be able to go into like a ponytail.
Mhm.
And it's like right in between right now. And
Yeah.
I
I
went in.
can't stand sweating with
Yeah.
hair.
Oh,
Me
Yeah.
either. Same thing with this. I gel it back now and just wear my hat. But I went in to get that done, and I must have called the haircut the wrong thing. And the girl kept going, well, it's just not long enough in the back here. I'm like, I just want the bottom part just shaved up to meet it in that, like a bob.
Mhm.
She couldn't, because I called it the wrong thing, I guess, from her schooling.
Right.
Like, you know what, let me just go because I have a feeling you're going to screw up my head if I even
Mhm.
let you do it because you're
Right.
not understanding.
We're not communicating.
Yeah, we're not communicating. I used to
Right.
sell bridal, and I was really good at when a girl didn't know the name of a dress to figure it out, and you can't
Mhm.
figure out shave up the back and bob it. Like,
Mhm.
that's not good.
Yeah.
What is that? Maggie has a lemonade stand, but once she pays me for back. Oh, yeah, that's probably maybe want to use lemons if you can get them instead of your best stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you're using
Inflation.
it to sell your Thrive Life there. I can't imagine though people
Yeah.
buying your Thrive Life that way? Gardening
Mm.
Warrior? Is it kind of like a promotional like, hey, the products are awesome.
Mhm.
Oh, just
That would be cute.
$5. She's probably happy though to make a
Yeah.
little something. Make
Yeah.
a little something.
Welcome to real life economics.
Right.
That's true.
It's just
Especially these days. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
mhm.
I
It's
know.
like you go to the store and you walk out with 5 things and it's like, how is that $50?
Right?
No, tell me about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We were talking about last night behind the scenes just Malachi because of his subsidy. If I would get if I after having like fibro, it's really hard to prove fibro now. But if I would go for Social Security disability, they
Mhm.
would cut one of us because it's the same pocket of the government that it comes out of.
Yeah.
His subsidy and that. And it's like, I can't live
No.
off of that with him if something, happens between Theron and I. We wouldn't be able to make it. Like there's no
Right.
way. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as going back to work or anything in this economy. Because we're just making it, like really, with me
Yeah.
staying home and off of what Theron makes. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it tough, like what you mentioned. Groceries.
Right.
Groceries are getting ridiculous.
Right.
Wow. Oh, so you did like a major haul gear. But you guys are what? Are you guys a family of 4 or 3? I always forget gear if there's one more in there, one more kiddo. Oh, because of the girls having it already, Gardening Warrior?
Wow. It's a noisy plane.
I'm surprised you can't get anything at all though.
Mm.
It must be because the girls are playing. See, my sister, she had hers first, and then the kids got her kids got because she.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, I don't know, but we have it the opposite. The child has, and he probably has what both kids were getting. Both of my sister's kids were getting combined because
Yeah.
I fought for it.
Mhm.
Fought really hard, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I've been looking like on Indeed just to see what the jobs are like, and
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
then I have to put him in public school, and
We're thinking Chris might have to change. His back is always bothering him really bad.
yeah.
And so we might have to do something else. And so we're kind of in the same place. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
don't want to spend any money. We don't,
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, because that shakes up his back, what he does, right?
Mhm.
Any kind of driving and
Mhm.
such. Yeah.
And his is all lower back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The worst kind when you're sitting down. That's
Mhm.
what Theron, when he took the management job that he took, that's what happened. His back suddenly went out, and it was the most
Mhm.
excruciating pain he had ever been in because he stopped walking lawns.
Right.
And stopped using all those muscles. And also, they say too, because when you sit down, this is going to sound weird, probably, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's your gluteus maximus. It's not necessarily your back. It's the
Yeah.
gluteus maximus, and you're not using it anymore, and it can go into spasms or knots
Right.
down in there
Right.
and cause that.
Mhm.
And I didn't know that at the time, and he went through the shots
Mm.
and had like the third was the final one. It worked. That was all he could have, and that third block worked. Thank God.
Oh, really? Wow.
'Cause
Yeah.
he was really, really bad off. What's it say? Nope, they keep turning me down. Oh, I'm surprised, Q. Even with a lawyer, I mean, we were talking about that. It can take up to like 3 times
Uh-huh.
for somebody to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and so
And sometimes you have to
he
wait
had it.
after the first year, and then
Yeah.
they.
That's true. Yep. Good old Velcro and duct tape. You know it, Gear. He was there.
Mhm.
He was there that night when I said that, and another channel went off on me for saying that because
Oh, wow.
Malachi was bouncing all over the place, and I was like,
Yeah.
I could use some Velcro or duct tape, and I didn't mean duct tape like here. I meant
Yeah.
on the wall. Just child, please give me just 5 minutes. But yeah, that would be for Gardening Warrior. Her children are much older and bigger, so she would need some hardcore wide action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that Gorilla Tape's going to do it.
Yeah, no. They do have those patches, though. If they could just make tape that big,
Yeah.
the whole roll that wide,
Yeah.
get a lot done. Get a lot fixed around the house. I actually in the bathroom was cleaning alongside our tub when the guy put the tub in. I don't know what he used. It almost looks like he used grout, but the grout color doesn't seem to match like my tile. Like I don't know what he put there, but he did it. He filled that spot in between our
Mhm.
floor tile and the tub, and that's all cracking now. And so I got that caulking that is like grout. But we all use this bathroom because our bathroom is drafty, and I'm like, how is that ever gonna? When's that gonna dry out so I can get in there and do that, or I'm gonna just
Yeah.
trap water or moisture underneath there.
Right.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to. I have to do it over maybe a weekend and tell everybody to just leave it alone for a day, and then at the end of the day do the caulking because that stuff dries pretty fast. The one that
Yeah.
has
Probably.
the sandy grout in it, but yeah. So
Here's I don't know how she's comfortable.
what?
I don't know why it's not coming up. There it is.
Oh my goodness!
So
Oh,
they're
my
on the,
babies.
so the two are just piled up there, and she's on. I mean, this cabinet that she's sitting on is not very big.
Oh,
It just, I don't know how cats do it. I mean, they could sleep in any position.
yeah.
That my
That
neck
is
is
so
hurting
cute.
looking at that. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Barry, is there a way to buy those like? Well, they would take it to a tree. Is there like cat cams, or is that just an action cam? Because I saw somebody doing a cat cam. It was in another country, and the
Mhm.
cat was chasing down, I guess, a cat that was not supposed to be in his area. And you hear the growl of the cat, like,
yeah, they're using a GoPro. They got a GoPro.
it is a GoPro.
It's
Okay.
smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Which I don't see how, because the thing, they're not small. They're not.
No,
Yeah,
so it
huge.
must be
They're
smaller,
still
maybe.
Right.
Unless
Right.
it's a chest.
There you go. See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's on my big head. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's something smaller they're using now. I don't know. Because they have like the Google lenses that are real
Mhm.
small. So,
Yeah, they have those little cubes that are about
Mhm.
this big.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Maybe-
imagine you can rig one up.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool just because of your woods and stuff and how you're always wondering,
Mhm.
where certain cats are disappearing to. Maybe they would lead you to like the big cat den
Yeah.
disco
Mhm.
that's nearby.
They got a speakeasy in the woods.
That's right. The little kitty speakeasy.
Special knock to get in.
That's right. Totally.
You get the secret knock and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We were watching one of those shows where it shows like the rangers that are, how do you say it? Like forest rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And was it Wyoming? It might have been Wyoming or Montana. Anyway, wherever it was. So you're watching this, and this mother is going crazy because supposedly her daughter got carried off by a bear. And
Mhm.
I'm watching her expressions, and Theron's next to me. I'm like, her expressions don't match the circumstance. Something's weird. I said, either
Mhm.
she is cuckoo, something's weird. She's not acting like a mom who is missing, like her daughter.
Right.
Well, they go through the whole scenario, and then they find like a boot, and then they find like jeans. And then finally they tell you, oh, well, there's the bad news. But the good news is this is just an exercise. I said, I knew it. I knew that mother was not, that was not true
Oh,
just by
Yeah.
looking at her face. Because she would smirk once in a while. She would
Mhm.
smirk. And I'm like, either she got a demon or
Yeah.
she nuts. And then, yeah, she was acting.
wow.
She was acting.
Yeah.
But they,
One of these people that are totally,
yeah.
yeah.
Legion. Like,
Mhm.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, Legion. Oh, no little smirky, laughy thing going on in her daughter's midst. And like, ooh.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it was very good to find out it was just part of an exercise. But while they were doing this exercise, they got called on a bear call where the guy was on his porch and he supposedly did a warning shot at a
Mhm.
grizzly.
Oh,
Yeah. And then he was like, I might have hit it. Can you imagine having to be the Rangers that have to go and track a
Yeah,
grizzly
that is
down?
one of the most dangerous situations ever because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they are very dangerous once they're wounded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't get to see how it ended up. Oh, Barry hit a button. Whoopsie. We were talking.
Barry.
We were talking about that. The Wi-Fi's. Has yours been acting up at all?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's good.
no,
Oh, there he is.
I hit a side button on my mouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
Took me completely out.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Thought it might have been your Wi-Fi.
No, I just,
Our Wi-Fi is acting up, and so is the neighbors.
my
Mm.
coffee mug is in my way, and I should have moved my mug first and then moved my mouse, but I just hit the side buttons. I don't like those buttons at all. If I could disable them, I would.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might just pop them out of there.
Good. Put tape over it. Duct tape. Duct tape.
Fixes everything.
Fixes it all.
Quack,
Fix
quack.
it now. Yeah.
Glue them in place so they don't move at all.
Yeah. Just pop them out of there.
This is driving me crazy. It's like not straight. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Like, there we go. Okay. Now it's centered.
Ew.
Laura, I don't know how you do it. I was today just doing my watermelon mound. Got it all set, and I'm heading back into the house after doing that, and I'm like, Laura does this and then has like something ready to go to put up on YouTube already. I'm like, how does she do all this? Plus I was sore, and I'm like, where the heck does she get all her energy? And all I did was a mound, and I'm like, she's got all those beds.
Well, right now I'm not doing the beds because, well,
You need to rest a bit.
Yeah. But it's raining and raining and raining, so I'm just letting God do all the work and all the watering. But that's going to mean a lot of weeds for me to pull. But
that's what happened to our yard. That's we were coming off the dry season, and suddenly it just started raining, and my yard is still filled with the weeds. And I did get the 75%, this really strong vinegar.
mm-hmm.
I killed some of them, but it didn't really kill them all. Just like straight
really?
up. Really, that's the weeds in Florida. Yeah.
Wow.
The ones it did kill were between a paver and my house, so the vinegar on it just helped fry
Yeah.
them to death.
The sun does have to hit it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
well, the other ones were on regular pavers. So they
Mm.
just didn't have maybe like that, the thermal where it's like this, where
Mhm.
the house is here and this here. It's just
Mhm.
the direct sun down on the pavement.
Yeah.
Killed some, left a few, like, nah, we're good. Thank you. Thanks. That was spicy, but we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then new ones grew back.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what is
Yeah.
going on?
We have blackberry everywhere, and so that's what I'm looking at.
Oh.
And it's like it's coming up all in the grass, and it's just everywhere.
Mhm.
So I'm like,
What do you even do with that? You have to yank it out, right?
you have to burn it, yank it out, or it, in the vinegar doesn't touch it.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's horrible.
yeah.
Because it's thorned.
Especially wild blackberry.
Yeah, they're thorned, right? It's a
Mhm.
It's not so much. Well, yeah, I mean the thorns are vicious, but it's hard to
Yeah.
eradicate.
hard to get it back.
Right.
And
Well, would goats do it? Like how
Yeah,
David
I was
would?
telling Chris, I said, I think we need to get goats.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Just a couple, and then you chain them. Actually, you can move the rebar around, I think is what ETG was doing to get them to clear certain areas. I don't know like how long that rebar has to be so they don't go off the leash. But you also have the electrified fence, so you could get maybe another one and just let them go to town.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hard.
We'll see about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to get a couple goats and just because I mean, my brother-in-law keeps on going, well, you could spray, you could spray.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I don't want to contaminate the
You're
land.
about to get the double finger,
Yeah, right?
the two-handed.
Yes, the two-handed salute.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is like 8 fingers.
Yeah.
Just 2. Yep. Yeah, that's rough. When my
Right.
dad, well, that was like my dad too. He laughed at me when I said I was going to do it organic because he said, you could do 7. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want to, Daddy. And he's like,
Well,
good luck then.
It is tempting too when you're like
Yeah.
dealing with all these bugs. This year is bad in bugs.
Yeah.
Every bug, and then the cicadas just hit us. So,
Mm.
so,
Yeah. I don't know who it was, but I remember I was like to the point where I'm like, well, maybe I will just use a little 7 just once. Because somebody was talking about how they do once in a while they were going to use it. And a person in side chat's like, that will kill bees. And I'm like, okay, that's all you had to say. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Our bees are already in trouble. I'm not going to do anything to harm the bees.
Right.
But
I got mad when they sprayed the entrance to our property. We've talked about that, but
yeah, but no, I mean, what can you do if it is the city? Can you go after them?
you can tell them not to, but then you have to provide a way to do it.
Great.
wow. So either way, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Crap. So could you use your tractor in some way where you could just mow it down and they wouldn't care?
I could, but Chris doesn't like me to use the tractor without him around.
I totally understand that. That would be Karen would be the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You would be exactly the same way
Yeah.
about the tractor.
Yeah.
Or any other, I mean,
Well, tractors are very scary. They can tip so easy.
oh, I didn't know.
When the grass is long, you can't see every hole that's out
And they
there.
can get off kilter. I didn't know that about them.
Yeah.
That's scary.
A lot of people die in tractor rolls. Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah. You get on a hillside the wrong way. Tip, 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 tip.
Just tip out. Wow, that's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about that. I mean, I know about Jeeps. I always wanted a Jeep, and then I had heard about the rolling, and then we lost the worship leader at the church that way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it became really real when it wasn't just a story that you hear.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It hits you when it's the real thing, the real
Yeah.
deal.
yeah, like when you know farmer or somebody that it's happened to or a family. Yeah, for sure. That
Be
would.
right back. I'm going to grab a little
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
liquid colored water.
Liquid Colorado. Ooh. Is it a
Liquid
margarita? Because I want a margarita so bad today. It's Cinco de Mayo is almost over. I had made my Mexican day early. I did it with shrimp. It was like black beans and yellow rice and shrimp. And
Yeah, it looked delicious.
thank you. Thank you. I couldn't eat the salsa though. I stayed off the tomatoes still, so that's good. But I went back on sugar and now I got to get off of it again.
Uh-oh.
I'm not adding it to anything, but I had teriyaki, not
Mhm.
thinking, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
bought that dressing, and it started the cravings up again.
Oh, it's
then-
easy. It's so easy to start the craving back.
Yeah, and
Sugar is so addictive. I
Mhm.
don't know how it's not a prescription.
yeah,
And,
I agree, and they
or,
know that. That's
or
why
narcotic. I mean, you might
it
as
is
well
a narcotic.
This is
really.
classify it as one.
Crystal Light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm using these are Waterloos. I tried them. The only thing is I don't know what these natural flavors are that are in these bubbled waters,
Yeah.
which is a little concerning, but not so concerning that I'm not drinking it
Mm.
Right.
because I've had worse in my life. It doesn't have any sugar or anything. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really good. That's what we do too, Gear. If I make tacos, I used to make a big taco salad the next night because there wasn't like enough meat usually left for us to have a whole nother round of tacos. But
Yeah.
we would use the meat in the taco shells and I'd make a big taco salad. I miss that. I was thinking about tacos and I was thinking like fajitas and stuff. I'm like, but I'm not eating dairy. What is that without any cheese or sour cream? Boring.
I've done that before, though. I was
Boring.
desperate for, a soft taco, and I was like, I don't have any cheese or sour cream. And I'm like, well, I'm
I'd
still.
have to add some extra spice to it if I didn't have cheese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would make
That's
it
what I
extra
ended up doing.
spicy. It's true. That's what I did with the shrimp and the black beans and yellow rice I made the other
So
day.
you can do non-dairy cheese, right?
Yeah, I could get almond cheese and try that. The only thing is then what the heck is in that?
Right.
Yeah.
I
I
hear-
need to get back to my clean eating is what I need to do because the weight was coming off. It's just now it's not. It's not.
Right.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's what dieting is like, pretty much. It's not. But yeah.
It's always like that way with women, though. We plateau, and
Yeah.
then if you hold on long enough, it usually starts again. But it's
Mhm.
really hard.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to Barry while you were gone, what got me was I missed just having like some noodles. I was craving noodles, but I do like the rice millet ramen noodles.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking when I used the teriyaki with the steak and the broccoli that the teriyaki has sugar in it.
Oh, yeah.
And even though it's coconut amino teriyaki, so it's not soy, but
Mhm.
it's sugar. And that started the cravings all up again, just that little bit. Then I saw, oh, Chick-fil-A salad dressing is in the grocery
Mhm.
store
No.
now. Avocado ranch, my favorite. Another one,
Mhm.
sugars in that. So yeah, now I'm not super bad, but then
Right.
what was super bad was then we went to the British Depot, which I haven't edited that video either, and got real Cadbury.
Mm.
Yeah, got the real deal. So I had a crunchy bar, which is actually a violet crumble, which is just pure sugar, but it's chocolate covered honeycomb. The center is pure sugar.
Yeah.
I can't scold you.
Nope, I know. We
Not
both
much
fell
about it.
off. We both
Yeah,
fell
because
off
I
the
fell off
wagon.
too.
Gotta get
And then
back
I got like after my birthday back in March, the whole cake thing. Because who else was going to eat it?
right.
It was just me.
That's what I thought of when you made it. I'm like, oh no, Barry's gonna have
Yeah.
to eat that whole
Hey,
thing.
there was like 2 pieces left. It got crusty, and I was like, I'm not eating dried out cake, And
Yeah.
so I threw it outside. But then, okay, so the other day, I'm out, with a slumlord and
Mm.
crazy lady. And I was hungry, and I could feel my stuff. I could feel my energy level just dropping.
Dropping. Yep.
Mhm.
So I got to get something to eat. Thankfully, she's over there. I need a drink of water. I need to go over there to Hardy and give me a drink of water. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. And we were in drive-through, and I got out. I said, just meet me around the front of the store. I said, don't leave me. My groceries in your truck.
Yeah.
So I went in and I got they have some new thing. It's like chicken strips, I guess, or
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you buy it in a combo. You can have coleslaw and stuff with it.
Hmm.
I don't normally get dips for my chicken.
Yeah.
That's what done it though. I got the honey mustard,
Mm.
and you know it's not all honey in there.
No. No.
Yeah.
It had like corn syrup
Hmm.
something in there.
Yeah. That's
And then
fine.
after that, I almost told him stop the truck at Dollar General. I want to get something sweet. And I'm like,
Yeah. It starts the,
don't.
Mhm.
yeah. It's
Just
so
tell me
hard.
don't, because I already had a pop that day, and then stopped at the Hardee's and got, I love Hardee's food, but I mean it was just, I don't normally get the dipping, and the girl's so sweet about it, and I was like, oh, I gotta get some dip now because she's
Now I
got
have to,
it,
because you said it's so nice, and
and
that sounds
everything.
good.
And it's
Would you
like,
like to dip with that?
I know, right?
then
Yeah.
she named them off, because I didn't know what all they had.
Yeah.
She named them all off, and I was like, honey mustard then, and
Yeah.
it's, you think honey mustard's harmless, but then
Mhm. I
that
know.
first dip,
Yep.
done.
If I
Yeah.
go to Chick-fil-A, it's either their avocado ranch on my salad, or it's the Polynesian with the buffalo hot sauce for my gluten-free bun, the grilled sandwich that I
And
can
I,
eat there.
and I got a tea with it, an unsweetened iced tea with it,
Yeah.
which is really hard. Oh my god, it's so hard. I want sweet tea so bad. I'm just like,
Yeah.
this.
But Southern sweet tea is like 3 cups or 4 cups of sugar in
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to tell me. I used to make
thing.
it.
Yeah. It's so
Uh,
much sugar.
So it triggered it, and I'm like, oh
Yep.
please, no. So I didn't, like I didn't finish there were 2 little tubs of, dip, and I didn't finish
Mhm.
it. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
So stop now before you finish up this whole platter.
Yeah.
And
That's hard.
I'm kind of
It
glad,
is.
like I
hard.
didn't get the coleslaw.
I can leave. I could go grocery shopping and not buy any sugar.
Yeah,
By myself.
exactly.
But my mother-in-law moved back home,
Oh.
and she sugar. Every day something has to be
Sweet.
made sugary. Something donuts, this, all that stuff. It's like,
Oh.
Yeah, like I love coleslaw, and Hardee's coleslaw is pretty good. I think Lee's has the best coleslaw as far as restaurants go, but then it's got sugar in it.
Yeah.
You can't
Most
make
of them.
coleslaw unless you put sugar in it.
Yeah, the coleslaw dressing has sugar and
And I was just
vinegar in
like,
it usually. Yeah.
She said, "Do you want to side with that?" And I'm like, I'm always looking at that coleslaw, thinking, "Oh God, that sounds so good."
That's so funny, because I was
My
that
weakness.
hit
Girl.
me. That craving hit me too. Hey, scrappy girl.
Dana, how you doing? Good evening. I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah, I had the same kind of like coleslaw craving, but it was more with that avocado ranch. When I saw the avocado ranch, I'm like, oh, I wonder if they have any things of cabbage. I would love to have that, and then some like
Mhm.
chicken, like rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
But they had no like organic cabbage, and I didn't want something that was heavily sprayed because I knew I was already eating the naughty dressing. So they had prepackaged like
She
shaved
makes
cabbage
it
with
so
carrots
good.
and stuff in it. It was
Mhm.
like so good though. Oh my gosh. I just like ripped up that rotisserie chicken and threw it right in there with it. I'm like, oh, this with some sliced onion. I was like,
Mhm.
it hits that spot. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
then then I ate, like, I think I had one of those oatmeal bars that we have, like the Kind oatmeal
Mhm.
with chocolate chips in it later on
My
because
son
it
works at
started. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he
It's
tell you that
important.
they're really just candy bars?
I don't know.
They're pretty much just candy bars.
Yeah.
They're the healthy
Yeah.
version,
Just
the healthy
Mhm.
candy bar.
don't look, don't look, don't
Yeah, don't.
shatter the
Well,
illusion.
Snickers is an energy bar too, according to
Yeah,
the
that's
advertising.
according to them. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Kind though does try not to do high fructose corn syrup, but it's got
Yeah.
quite a few different sugars in it. That
Yeah.
that's what started me on those again. And I'm like, I've got to get away from the Kind bars. I've got to get back to what I was doing because it helps with the inflammation. Because after just that one mound today, I bent down to get those stupid things coming up through my pavers, the weeds.
Mhm.
And that's when I thought of you. I'm like, how does she do this? Like I'm looking at my beds. But anyway, when I bent
It's
down,
called OCD.
it just drives you forward.
Yeah, it just drives me.
I have the type B personality, so I have the opposite. It makes me want to just
I do get really excited about gardening though.
yeah.
I
I
do.
do too. It's just I don't have the motivation to get up and go do it when I finally get to sit down with Malachi. Like he's taken care of and I know he is. And part of me just wants to relax instead
Well,
of
see, for me, it's right now, especially
Mhm.
my mother-in-law's home. It's to get out of the house
There you go. Yeah. Totally
Yeah.
can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. because everything is.
Come on, Laura, we're gonna go down there and
Yeah.
I'm
motivate
a very
Carol.
optimistic person.
Yeah.
She's the opposite.
Yeah, that's hard.
oh yeah,
That's really hard.
it's challenging, isn't it?
Very challenging. My mom too, when she was a certain age, no matter what was being like conversed, if you're conversing with somebody, say it was me and my sister in her house, what? Huh? She,
Mhm.
every single conversation it was anybody
She's-
would have,
She's
What?
pretty deaf too. Yeah.
she would think, but I mean, she would think she was part of the conversation, even though she'd be in another room.
Mm-hmm.
Have to come around and go, huh, what? And no, mom, it's okay.
Yeah.
And now you know what's happening? Theron's doing the same thing. I'm like, I knew you reminded me of my mom. Oh my gosh, that is scary.
Mhm.
I'm like, why would I be talking to you about makeup, Theron? I'm talking to our daughter behind me. I'm like
Yeah. Yeah.
really bizarre.
Mhm.
Like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's, I think, losing his hearing, but I told him too, he needs to go to the VA and get a baseline from all the
Yeah.
chemicals that he's been around and stuff. And plus, any of the guys that have been in the service, they need to do that because you don't know what they've been exposed to.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
our people over us love to use them as lab rats.
Mm-hmm. Those military guys. Yeah.
Yep, yep. You
Yeah.
don't know what was in those shots sometimes that they were given when they were going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over the years, the American people have been lab rats at some point in their life.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah,
Yep,
no, it's sad,
Yeah.
really.
it is sad. And the gen that is below us doesn't realize that.
And
Yeah.
They don't know how many times it's like happened in history that we've been used that way, or
Yeah.
things have gone on, projects.
the biggest one was when they tested that bomb over there in the islands, and those people,
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
Yep.
Yep.
Bikini
Was that the one
Atoll.
too that Bob talks about, where the military was also there and they did it?
It was Bikini Atoll.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yes,
it totally
and,
ruined. It was
the
paradise.
people are still reeling from that. They may have capped that radiation off and everything, but it's still, I mean, years and years.
Mhm.
Yeah, they created a Hiroshima,
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
And
Those poor
it's
people.
certain isotopes have half-life, and they just keep on going.
Wow. Yeah, I think Bob.
Mosquito in here too.
I know it was in here. They're
Oh,
back. Sorry about my.
You sent it back here. Huh? Thank
I
you.
did. I just swatted it and it went to
It's so
Kentucky.
thoughtful.
Straight up into his
Yes.
place.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not over here.
I just hit it that hard.
I got my funny little machine over here keeping me safe.
I
Well,
need to
yeah,
get
see, she's got it going on over there.
I know. You have to give us.
Girls over
You have to put
swatting
that
them into my
link.
screen.
My mother-in-law got this. I don't know where she got it
Oh
from.
darn!
So,
Have to find out from her, and we all want one. That'll make her feel good. You should say, "Oh, my friends all love your bug zapper.
yeah,
They would love me to be able to link it on one of my videos."
I don't think it works that great though, because we
Oh.
still have plenty of gnats in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might need to change out the soil again in our flowers.
Oh
You know.
dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them right now too because I restarted some green onions.
Mm.
And they're in just the water. They're going after the water, and I'm like, "Are
Yeah.
you
Oops.
kidding me?"
I moved my starts outside into the shop again.
Yeah.
So
I need to do that.
it's
And
like
Yeah,
I can't do this anymore. We have way too many gnats in the house, and then my mother moved in, and
Yeah.
she's like sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't know. Sometimes she gets tracers, and so it's like,
Yeah, like the little floaters. My mom would get
Welcome-
floaters for a little
Welcome
bit,
to the country, Mom.
yeah.
right? Oh my
I
god.
know. And now we have mice everywhere outside because we have so much food.
Oh, let me tell you, one
That's-
of the kittens has already earned its keep.
A
Mm.
kitten? Got
Yeah. I heard something dart and make a, like a row,
Yeah.
It darted into the kitchen and then it comes out 2 seconds later, prancing with this mouse in its mouth, almost bigger than its head. And it's just like prancing,
Wow.
like, look at me, look what I did. And I looked over, I said, oh my God. And Paint,
Wow.
its mother was looking like, oh my baby, look at my baby. My baby caught a mouse all by itself. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
hopefully
wow.
our cats, because we keep the grain in the shop, and that's where
Yes.
the cats are. Hopefully they earn their keep.
Yeah.
They will.
Everybody's got a job on a homestead,
Yeah.
so
That's true. Yeah. That's a great idea though, to make their house in the same area where you keep your
Mhm.
grain. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
yeah.
The thing that scares me about them, like mice or rats, they bring in the snakes.
Yeah.
Because that's a food source, and it's like, ooh.
They're in my garden. They're everywhere, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is this year. It's like there's just so many of them.
And you can, well, no, because you have other animals. I was going to say you could do the little statue poison, where you just
Yeah.
do the plaster with the.
There is a mint spray that you can buy, but I might just start growing. I put mint. I planted mint around the chicken coop because they were getting in there.
That reminds me. Mine's still outside.
Your mint, your peppermint.
I wonder if I should bring it in. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, I think.
I think it'd be okay as long as you're not going to get a chill.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the 60s now. I don't think it's going to hurt it, though.
Yeah, no, because we can't really grow it down here. It's so funny. People are like, "Oh, it's everywhere." I'm like, we don't. It's an annual, and it dies here, and it dies quickly.
Mhm.
Same thing with rosemary. It can do well for quite a while, and then our rainy season hits.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
So the next 4 days is supposed to be thunderstorms, and it's
Yep.
like a 50% chance. So
You're getting what Laura has then.
tomorrow or tonight, 80%, and tomorrow, 90%. So look out, Laura.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I planted grass seed. I should have.
I'm going to close the door so I'm not waking up Hannah.
Oh. Yeah. I should have put some out in the front here, but we want to get the gravel out of there
Yeah.
first. And so I didn't put any down because then it just gets scraped away. But
Cool.
always
You okay, Kitty?
somebody fall.
Yeah. Luckily, they land on all fours.
Yeah. It's amazing to watch them twist in the middle of the air.
It is. Yeah, you can actually see it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay though. I just checked on her. She's playing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah's-
I'm gonna step out there and grab that before I forget
Okay.
altogether. Because
Yeah. Hannah sent me a text. That's why I closed the door. She's like, "Can you keep it down?" Sorry. This house echoes so easily because
Yeah.
of all the hard floors, no
Mhm.
no carpet to absorb any of the sounds,
Right.
and then the high ceilings and the
Well, that's why we did
tile.
each room
Hmm.
insulation in between the walls.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
insulation, but it's so lame. It's like a vapor barrier insulation. When we ripped into the walls, it was like,
Mhm.
really? How does this count?
Yeah.
Ow. That's good. No, I would probably, the next house, I would definitely want really good insulation in the walls so it
Yeah.
wouldn't echo as much because I still don't want necessarily carpet down here in
It
Florida.
echoes though when it's empty still. Like,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. But it might be echoing back at you, right? It's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
yeah. So at least it's not echoing out. That's what ours does. Out.
Mm.
I think that's why, sometimes Darren could hear me laugh when I get loud and excited.
Right. But now you're in what, your mom's room or?
Yeah, my mom's old room, but I mean, he's heard me in here before when I have the door open,
Oh, okay.
and he's come across and been like upset
Yeah.
because I've woken him up. But yeah, that's a little weird that I can wake him up having a good time, but I can scream outside the door and he sleeps through it.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the what decibel here? Like, what? Make it make sense to me.
Yeah, help me
Make it make
understand.
sense. I have this short coming out that when I was putting my marigolds out
Mhm.
to put near my watermelon because I heard it's a pretty good companion plant for watermelon to keep the bugs
Mm.
away. But as I'm doing that, I heard, I'm like, oh gosh, don't be a snake. Don't be a snake. It was a lizard. I was pretty sure it was a lizard, but it's like there's
Mhm.
always that fear of there's a snake nearby
Right.
in Florida, especially when I'm near that. Our strangler fig has all these holes in it. And
Mhm.
it's like cavernous in there where things can hide. It was a lizard though, and the lizard was very helpful and ate a huge spider.
Oh.
That's what right near my hand. It came through and picked it up like right in front of me, and I'm like,
Oh.
yeah. I'm like, thank you. Bless you, little lizard. Thank you so much. And then I'm like, oh, where's my camera? Let me get my camera off the tripod and this is great.
it's when you realize what's beneficial in your yard.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Well,
Yeah.
I have to, spiders are beneficial, but this one had a huge abdomen. I don't know what type of spider it was that he got.
Right.
And the brown recluse, their territory is expanding all the time, and especially on the East Coast, I saw that it was getting bigger, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was some type of tropical spider though that he got just from the shape of the
We
abdomen.
have so many black widows here. It's not funny. I mean,
Yikes.
you can't turn something over without looking.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's funny they say about things that kill us, like in Florida, like all the things that could kill you that's in Florida, but those black widows, man, scare me just as much.
They won't kill you. They hurt like a beggar, but
Oh, they won't you won't get sent to the hospital? I thought they could kill you.
well,
They can make you sick, but
Oh,
you
okay.
make you sick. But
kill you.
Oh, okay. I
you
thought
might need to go to the hospital, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they can't kill
like
you.
an allergic reaction. Like
Yeah.
brown recluse are horrible. They can make your
Mhm.
skin
My
just smell
My
good.
hands smell like mint.
I love that. I miss my dad would grow like the mints and we would put them in our tea. But I grew up on unsweet tea because I was a Yankee family.
Mhm.
We didn't sweeten our tea, but we could put mint in it. We had mint.
You know,
Yeah, and I
here
could drink it.
it's either or. They don't ask here, and you get regular tea. But in like Georgia and stuff like that, it's like you ask for tea, it's sweet tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite though is not even like when I would go to Chick-fil-A, I would get the unsweet tea with their regular lemonade because I knew their regular lemonade was made at least with at the time it was made with sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I'd rather have that sweetening my tea than just sugar or whatever you're putting in
Right.
to make it taste like sweet tea. But the more that I made tea at home, like unsweet, and then I would go out, I'm like, that doesn't even really taste like tea to me
Right.
anymore.
Hey,
Hey,
Tonette.
Jeanette.
Hey, Tonette. Good to
Oh, God bless you too.
yeah, you too.
Always on our way to heading into bed.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't drink much. But I really wanted a margarita today. I noticed that Chili's now has a skinny Rita. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, it's like tequila.
Cheers,
Oh,
baby. Cutie.
such a cute kitty. Oh
I
my,
like the coloring on that one.
yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Randy got the one it's had a whole lot of brown, gray, and
Mm.
black in it, and it was like smeared almost a tighter pattern than what Paint has on her fur,
Yeah.
and so he calls her Dirty Kitty.
Dirty kitty. That's like, was it Smelly Cat was the
Yes,
song?
yeah.
Smelly Cat.
Smelly cat. Yeah.
It's now
What
dirty.
are they feeding you?
Dirty Cat now. Oh my gosh. It's too funny.
That's cute.
What do you name the other one if he's got one that's Dirty Cat? Did he name the other? Because he got
Hey,
two from you, right?
Yeah, I don't know what he named the other one.
Dirty
No
Cat is
idea.
hilarious.
No idea.
That's too funny. Yeah.
But he's having fun watching them explore and learn place and play and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Does he get the same thing that you get once in a while where he's the jungle gym like the other night when they were
I'm not sure, but I'm sure he does. Because if I do, because that happened earlier today.
Oh,
I was sitting here trying to order a few groceries and stuff, and they were like, and I
yeah.
almost put an order in for like 3 of one item that I only needed one of. And
You're
I
so
was,
distracted.
yeah, I was distracted. And I guess I hit the mouse where it says on Walmart's website where it says
Mhm.
one. You have the option to go,
Yeah.
more items.
Yeah.
You
And
just
it was like-
reminded me. I think I have something in my
I
cart.
looked at it. I'm like, I don't need 3 of those.
I've done that on
Exactly, got a cup.
I've done that on Temu before. Just all of a sudden, I'm like, why is that such a high? This is Temu. Why is my bill so high on there? And then I'm like, oh, because I chose that like 3 or 4 times, not just once.
Yeah. Yeah.
That item. Oh shoot! Did I even order that? I'm trying to see if I actually paid for this thing. I was gonna get some gutter guards for my pineapple plant. Okay, I didn't pay for this yet. And I was hoping we could get little matching underwear to what my husband wears for Malachi, so he would get the hint and just,
Mhm.
we would put him in the underwear and come what may. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll make the connection, and I don't want a hot mess on my hands with that.
Yeah.
Like put him maybe in the pull-ups at night or the diaper back at night. But it was funny. They're an exact copy of what Theron had just gotten.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it'll make the connection for him. But I am really into these. I'm wearing one right now. They are so cozy. It's not a complete like sweatshirt material. It's made like a sweatshirt, but it's thinner.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they're tie-dyed because like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're only like $8, I think, right
Oh
now
wow.
on sale. Yeah, and it's like 100% cotton. So yeah, of course, I'm gonna get the blue. I might get another one of these, the pink, because I love the pink. You can't beat $8, and it's holding up. I've washed it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I can just throw shorts on underneath it, like in the morning if I have to run out real quick, like for
Mhm.
her. That's what I've been doing because I'm not used to getting up so early. I'm pajama mom,
Yeah.
but they don't look kind of like
You're
pajama.
doing pretty good though, it seems like. You're making some of those lives in the morning. That's
Yeah,
good.
now that I can, yeah, now that I'm up, I'm
Yeah.
trying to make some of the lives and yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Well, I was trying to get hours, but it's like YouTube will not let my hours progress. Maureen said she finally made some hours from her birthday. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't even give me that day yet.
Mm.
They're like holding back the days, and I'm like, what the heck? Am I?
I
Yeah,
noticed that. I mean, people say that stuff all the time, and it's like my subscribership struggles as soon as I get close to a paycheck. You know, it's really weird. It's like or all of a sudden,
yeah,
you know, and then they let it go again. You know, and it's like it's just
yeah.
you know
It's like an AI thing. I think they do that on purpose.
right. And I
Sure.
think it's there's so many things that they do. It's like, would you just leave it alone? You know?
Yeah, like we're giving you the entertainment for those people
Yeah.
that are paying you more money for sure.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone in that. And I know I've heard other people say like they just stop paying attention to numbers and such with them because
Mhm.
it's like their own math.
Yeah.
YouTube has its own math. Yeah. But it's depressing when it's like, oh yeah, well I just got this many hours. I'm like, oh, I'm glad for you. I'm happy, and mine has not moved again, or it's gone backwards. Yay!
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how it keeps people motivated when that happens so often.
Right.
Like, are they? I don't know. Maybe by seeing other people make it and talk about, well, it's an extra such and such
Yeah.
amount. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. But you work really hard for it, Laura. Like
I do.
you
And,
do.
and hopefully someday I'll make decent
I
amount.
think I think so. I think you and
Yeah.
Diva definitely will. Definitely. I don't know about me. I just don't know what direction right now my life is headed in. So it's hard to say what's gonna
Yeah. It's hard when
trans.
you're in the. I mean, I don't neither, but I just keep on plugging away. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to keep plugging away because Diva and I were talking about that too. Like with us all in different areas and gardening, another side stream of money is helping other suburban gardeners
right.
to learn how to garden, like being a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
But like the person where I saw the article was saying they made like $100 for consultation. I'm like,
Hmm.
maybe if they're rich, like nobody's gonna pay me $100. That's like me, like middle
Mm-hmm.
class. It would have to be somebody who's got money who wants to garden.
Right.
Who's maybe down from up north and everything is dying, like what happened to me when I first started gardening.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was gardening with you guys up north.
Yeah.
I was putting the same plants out and everything. I was watching YouTube and like, oh, okay, I'll go plant that.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
That doesn't work. Yeah.
No, what?
Well, I mean, it doesn't work from Oregon to here either. And,
Yeah.
we're in the same row zone, like 7. Well, I think it was 8 there, but, so close.
Yes.
But, and I think where I was even before, but there's so many different bug pressure here.
Mhm.
And, it's totally, totally different here.
Yeah.
So,
Our bugs never die here.
right.
Our bugs.
And
And
the
we get
summers
them
are
from,
longer and hotter here.
Yeah.
And, right.
it's
Shade
drier. Is it drier in Tennessee than it was on the West
No.
Coast?
Mm-mm.
So
No.
that's about the same. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's weird here when it comes to, like right now, I'm surprised we're not getting more rain for Florida. Florida
Mhm.
usually, once we start getting
It's
the
all
heat,
up here. We're having so much rain this spring. It's crazy.
Mhm.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out some of ours, Carol.
No, that's okay. I just
No,
put out
no, seriously.
I just sowed my watermelons.
Just be quiet and take it.
Maybe a little bit, just while
I need to get a water. Did you put a seed in the ground or did you?
I'm gonna put out a video about what I did,
Okay.
but I had to speed up a lot because I don't want to bore people to death with what I was doing. And then I think at the very end of the video, my stinking mic died,
Oh, I hate that.
and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Why does this always happen with my audio or the video? I think I've got it pressed and running. And I do a whole video, shoot a whole video, and I realize I
Yeah.
didn't press it right. I somehow double
Right.
pressed. Yay! Me!
I've done that. I've done all those things.
Yay
All
me!
those things. And I still do them.
Still happens. Yeah, it's just part of it. It's definitely
Like,
part of
well,
it.
God, I guess that wasn't supposed to be videoed.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
because when you're doing real life things, it's not like you can just recreate it.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, you don't necessarily, since you're not scripted, you don't know what you just said to the camera.
Right.
So you're like, oh yeah, la, 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 la,
Yeah.
la. What did I tell the people right there? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a voiceover like, well, here's where I talked to you about something that I can't even remember what it was. And
That is something that I did for a while, and I do that with my baking videos now. And I really
Yeah.
like where I just do the baking and then I voice over.
yeah,
I really
Yeah.
like that.
oops. Yeah, and that seems to be popular too with some of the younger crowd. They'll do that, I've noticed, with their videos. And yeah, I totally could do that. I could switch over to that mode. But I meant like you'll see my mouth moving in what I shot because yeah, I don't have footage for that. I mean, I could do one of those screens like we were all talking about one time, like the end of the day TV screen that they would put up with all
Mhm.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
colors, like
Yeah.
be like boop,
The color bar.
the
Yeah.
color bar.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome in, Randall.
Hey,
Randall.
what's up, Randall?
Mm-hmm.
How's your dirty kitty?
Oh my, that sounded so wrong.
Mhm.
I mean, dirty cat. How's dirty cat?
Who you talking about?
Barry was saying one of your kittens because of the coloring. You decided to call him Dirty Cat or Dirty Kitty, or just Dirty.
And what did I walk into here? A podcast or what?
No, we're just asking about the cats. How are they
Oh,
doing, the little cat?
It's like walking into a room and everybody's smoking and they're high and you're trying to figure out what they're talking
Hey,
about.
Tan. Yeah, no smoking, no gummies, no none of that. This just bubbly water. I got to get up early in the morning.
It's in the water. Mm.
Yeah, it's that natural flavoring.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tequila.
Yeah.
It is Cinco de Mayo, so
Is it?
yeah, for just a little bit longer, like 26 minutes over here. 27 minutes. Got 27 minutes left. I need some tacos and a margarita. Stat.
Yep. Quick.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hey, TN.
Yep. Well, we flipped our schedule, so now it's early mornings for Hannah. So I'm driving her,
Yeah.
and she's having to go
So
get
how
her.
did you handle staying up late on Friday?
I was exhausted Saturday morning. I almost didn't even get up until 2. Like I saw the time and it was the afternoon by the time I opened my eyes. And then I could have just laid back down and slept till 2. I was so tired.
Yeah.
So tired. But that's my sleep-in day unless he's working.
Hmm.
So, and sometimes I'll just cancel if he's working because I know it'll be and won't
Right.
be great for getting up.
Right. See, that's the thing is I have to get up. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
because of the dogs and the
Yeah, it would be different if I had a homestead and just even talking to Diva too. She has the chickens and the
Yeah.
chickens get her up real early and
well, I got the dogs, the pigs,
yeah.
yeah, the chickens.
hmm And I have Malachi usually, like if he's
Yeah.
working and that's all it takes. I don't need chickens or anything else. Malachi's
Right. You don't.
he's just
That's enough.
jumps on me.
Yep.
Yep.
Like wake up now. Yeah.
How's the pigs doing?
They're doing good. They're doing good. I was sitting in there though, and I'm like, oh, cute. They're sniffing my little clog, you know,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden,
Oh,
oh,
they
no,
bit
that's
you.
not
Wow.
me.
Wow. Well, I just watched a bear, big black bear, got into a pen with pigs, and the pigs chased him out like we're gonna bite him. And the bear like had a hard time getting in the pen, had no problem flying out of the pen because
Yeah.
there was one
Yeah, they'll
pig.
protect themselves.
Yeah, they teamed up on the bear.
Mhm.
The other one came out, and they no fear. They've taken on a huge bear.
Yeah. Somebody, my sister-in-law is like, oh, but they're, what about the bobcats and the this and the that? And my brother-in-law is like, don't worry about it. They'll take care of them.
Yeah,
Once they're bigger, we're not going to move them out until they're bigger, though.
yeah,
They're already getting bigger. Oh, my goodness.
right.
So,
Yeah, I don't even go to bed until after 2 a.m. So I get you. That was, I think, what was it? How late were we on Marines, Barry, on Saturday night? Like 4?
Yeah, pretty close.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
Well,
was up
some
for
of
an
that
hour.
was-
What?
Some of that was off cam.
Yeah, off the camera, like 2, behind the scene.
Cool.
Catching up, just visiting. You know how we used to do.
And here
Some
is
visiting.
Bob, 942.
Bada bing.
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
bada boom.
Bob,
Uh-huh.
Hannah got free sweatshirts, and they say "Bada bing, bada boom" from her new job.
Cool.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool. Uh-huh.
I was like, "No way!" They say "Bada bing, bada boom, bop." Just missing your name.
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
How
Yeah.
about that? It's funny because
Hey.
she works with 2 New Yorkers, and like, yeah, the girl's not here. The girl who used to be here, who had this spot over here, keeps getting mail, and she's got some sweatshirts. You want some sweatshirts? They're
You
free.
want a sweatshirt? You want a sweatshirt?
They're
God,
free.
they are characters, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
full of characters. They do sales, and she's doing the admin for the office. I'm pretty proud of her. And she has to do collection calls.
Oh, wow.
Sweet, shy, like Hannah is doing collection calls now.
She probably channels her mother in that moment.
Well, we are a lot alike. We are
Pay
a
up
lot
or we'll
alike.
break your shins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pay up or we're
Yeah.
coming for your toes.
Spat on the
We're gonna
board. It's
send-
not for nothing.
Right.
We're gonna send you a freaking Goomba, or a Jamook. We're gonna send Jamook over there to pick you up. Yeah, Jamook.
God. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I think she says it's really not like that bad. It's just like a reminder because these are business people that
Oh,
they own
okay.
they own businesses, and it's just like
Yeah.
a reminder call that they're past due. Yeah, because she works for it's like accounting, I guess. They do all kinds of accounting and investing for not corporations but businesses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. So yeah.
No, I'm so excited. It should be by mid next week. It should be sustaining 50 to 60 degrees, and I'll be able to get the seeds in the ground.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I just put watermelon in, but I'm concerned it's too late because end of April is usually it. Not end of April, mid-April, and I
Mhm.
missed it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's a weird year anyway. Like we're not getting the rains like usual.
Yeah.
The heat.
I'll send you some.
They like lots
Yeah,
of
no,
water.
no, that's okay. It's okay. Just a little bit to
Mhm.
keep the
I know. I was saying
Yeah.
I could send her some water too, but no, she didn't want mine.
just enough to keep them
Mhm.
ready and growing,
Yep,
but not
yep.
enough to bring the blight. No.
Yeah, here it hasn't stopped raining for 3 days.
Ugh.
Then it stopped for 2 days, and it went 3 more days. Stopped for 2
Mhm.
days, 3 more days, day and night. You know.
Yeah, but
Or-
isn't that normal for where you live?
Yeah,
much.
Yeah.
but it's frustrating when you're waiting for the temperature to come up and be able to get stuff in the pots. You know, it's like,
Mhm.
okay, any day now, guys, come on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Laura's already getting it, Tian. She said she's getting it in her area.
Yep.
Great. You might be getting more, Laura. Look at you. Woo.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it for the next 4 days.
Blech.
Yeah.
Sounds like our usual weather for spring, summer.
Yeah.
I do wish that people, though, like who don't know how to drive in it down here would stay home.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden the hazards come on and it's like, we're gonna die. It's raining.
Yeah. Yeah. We get that here too. with
Do
some
you
of-
really? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I know our storms they can get blinding. I get that, but these are just like
Yeah.
regular storms that they're doing it in. It's not like anything like that.
Yeah,
There-
compared to the hurricanes you guys get once in a while, a little rain is nothing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nothing. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's like this isn't even a category 1. Get up to speed, man.
Yeah, please. Mhm.
Quit it.
What do you mean? What I get is not what you get?
Well, imagine you're in the same state, you get the same weather.
Yeah, similar.
So similar.
Yeah.
I guess because he's more in a forested area, maybe.
Yeah.
Different microclimate. But
Well, in a few years, little Laura there is going to have a whole bunch of fruit trees to block the wind from around her place.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're looking good and healthy. I love it. I love your videos, man. Success. Good for you, girl.
Thank you. I hope
Get
the
out there.
cicadas don't get on them, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
I have my fruit covered in little baggies,
Yep,
little
that's
mesh bags.
Mhm. Mhm.
So,
sour sop in one of those bags too.
mhm.
It's my one sour sop, so that sucker better work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
keep checking it. I'm like, okay, it's still on the tree. It hasn't fallen off. Yay! Doesn't look like there's bugs. I did pick scale off of it once already. Little scale.
Mm.
I'm like, no. So I sprayed it with some organic stuff I had,
Yeah.
like the 3-in-1.
So,
Right.
neighbor Randy,
What is it?
Hello.
how's your tomatoes doing?
They're growing.
Well, what's your secret to getting them?
Well, I'm gonna
Growing.
go ahead and ask them and see how are you doing?
How are you
They're
doing?
growing.
They're growing. What do you do to get them growing and get good tomatoes? What's your
You
secret?
plant them in the ground.
That's a good one. I like that. Do you ever feed them anything? Like your enemies?
And some Miracle Grow every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Could have you could have fed him his enemy today, but
Yeah.
no, you missed this
Oh,
opportunity.
okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a
Tennessee.
brand new basement built. Just going to be able to fit an industrial sized wood chipper in there. You know.
There you go.
And,
Wow.
Getting
Yeah,
ready
but-
for November, huh?
yeah, like that. You know,
Thinking.
I've been running. I can weld, so I welded a big old. You know how the dumpsters drive up and they put
Mhm.
Yeah, I found a few of them fentanyl infected folks and kind of threw them in the trunk of in the truck and then put them in the basement. And
Yeah, that'll feed the
Yeah.
yard really well. Yeah.
yeah, it will. Out in the grass they go. Yeah,
Fargo.
yeah,
Totally
exactly
Fargo.
like that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Some
Yeah.
Antifa, throw them in there. Yeah.
Oh, you said the word.
The
Here they
word.
come. Here comes the box. I was going to say that it's too bad we can't get the ones sending it in. Like I watch those shows of them bringing all that stuff in and
Mhm.
getting people to even swallow stuff
Oh.
Mhm.
to bring it in the country. Like you got to be kidding me. Like those
Mhm.
poor. I feel so bad for some of them because like one guy, he was like they called and they said like they told him exactly where all his family lived.
Oh boy, yeah, you
Wow.
can't say no. You can't say no. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm, no, mm-mm.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really sad. And that's like you see, like sometimes with the ones who can't even talk about what they just did. Then you see other people that they're kind of about the life. But when they find these loads of drugs coming in, it's so satisfying just to watch them like find it. But then
Yeah.
you think like that's just one load they found. How many
Yeah.
more? How many more
How
are
many
they
loads?
seeing?
Yeah.
That are getting into our country. It's the one we watch the one the Mexico bridge down in Laredo, I think it is Laredo, Texas.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
entrance from
It's a dangerous one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they say like they've got cartels that watch you, and they even
Mhm.
cameraman shows you can see they've got people watching from the
Yeah.
hills.
I've seen that.
Right. And don't they
Uh-huh,
shoot?
mhm.
Don't they? A 50. Can I say that? 50 cal.
Oh,
Um,
I haven't seen any. They have had
You can say it
Men-
on my channel, yes.
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah.
have had
Mhm.
Anytime you want.
the custom agents have only one time that I've seen had to suit up and go out onto the bridge with their
Right.
weapons.
Right.
Um,
But there was
because
one.
but it was a prison. It was a person of interest who was being transferred,
Oh, okay.
and they were afraid that they were going to break him loose, basically.
Right.
Being
There was a guy on the cartel side that was using a 50 cal to hunt the agents
oh
for a while. Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, no, we didn't see. That'll probably be its own show in itself.
And
Maybe.
you could shoot from a very long distance with a 50 caliber.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they do that. If they do that too much, I imagine our military goes in and takes.
Oh, you know they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quietly.
Sending, the Delta Force. There's a couple Delta guys in there.
Yeah. And you remember when that we were having trouble with them right there, the cartels right there on the border,
Mhm.
and they were reporting about that, and then suddenly this big swine flu broke out in Mexico,
Mm.
like right there. It was like whoop,
Mhm.
whoop, whoop, right, kind of
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
close to each other.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Hmm. But yeah, it's really
They
amazing.
sent in a few Delta guys and took care of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and might have
That's what they did.
infected them with something. Who knows? Just a little
Yeah.
biological something
Mhm.
is what it sounded like.
Mm.
But yeah, the way they get them so creative. But what's really fun is to watch the Italian people find people bringing stuff in, and they're so like cutting towards the people sometimes that are bringing it in. Like, yeah, that's like such an old way. We knew, like, really.
Mhm.
Like, yes, this is very serious. You're going to go to jail for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Italian custom agents are kind of a hoot. Hey, popcorn. What's up?
Popcorn.
What's going on, popcorn?
But that's the only thing I watch on TV that I actually enjoy when Theron puts something on.
Well, I
We
mean,
watch a lot of Dateline
Oh, I
and
can't.
stuff.
is it like it used to be, Laura? You know, the Dateline used to be like,
Used to actually be reporting and not propaganda.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's the ones that we watch. It's all about people that murder their spouses and all of that.
Oh, lovely.
And young kids that murder their families.
Oh my God, where does channel go?
I don't need to see too much of that.
Nobody
Yeah.
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody does. I don't like those shows.
I'm still looking forward Tuesday or Wednesday, and I can put some seeds in some pots.
You know, scary me.
Yay!
You know what I mean?
For me,
Tuesday or Wednesday.
it's mostly about the interviews and stuff when they interview them. Hey, Shawnee.
Oh, bless you,
Shawnee.
Johnny. Much love to him.
Yeah.
Much love to him. Happy Sunday night. Happy Cinco de Mayo for another 10 minutes on the East Coast.
Yeah.
They just busted a big, a fairly decent sized cartel here in Kentucky. And,
I think I saw
there'll
something
be
about
more. There'll be more. I'm sure there's
Mhm.
others,
Yeah.
but it's the
Yep.
small victories
It
that,
is.
Mhm.
you,
Yep.
but, I hear it and Randy probably hears it too, because he listens pretty much the same thing I do on the scanner.
Mhm.
Is that it's like every night, and it happens more at night than it does in the daytime. There's been a few daytime ones, but over the overdoses, I mean, every
Yes.
week.
Mhm.
Just-
Well, they say that when they're bringing in these drugs, they have boxes there. When they're unsure of what that might be, they put it in a box before they cut it open. And it's
Mhm.
like kind of a sealed box. So, because they could die. They could die
Yeah.
testing.
especially fentanyl.
Yes,
Yeah.
just pure
Yeah.
fentanyl. When they
'Cause
suspect fentanyl. Mhm.
the smallest amount, just the tip of a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
kill
saw
you.
a quick video of a county sheriff somewhere here in the States.
Mhm.
They were searching a vehicle, and his partner says, "Are you gloved?" He goes, "No, not yet." And he starts searching the vehicle, and he stepped back and
He
dropped
fell
dead.
back. I think I saw
And
that.
dropped dead. Did you see that?
Oh, he did die because there was one.
Wow.
Well, there was one.
Mhm.
They gave him Narcan, and they got
Yeah.
the cop. They got the cop
Yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm,
But that's awful. He died. Gee
I
whiz.
saw it was
Oh,
in
he died for a
Washington
moment.
too, where a cop had been searching a vehicle and he got Narcan and he was driving himself to the hospital
Wow.
and pulled over and he was on 911, but he was driving because he didn't realize it was affecting him at first because he had it on his gloves, and so he touched the steering wheel for a second with his gloves.
Oh boy.
And he started driving away, and it started to affect him while he was driving. And then,
Oh,
yeah, it's
gosh.
crazy.
He probably blew it back in his face if
Yeah.
he had it on his gloves and he put his hand in front of his face.
Right.
Unless he touched. Do you mean he touched it with his gloved hand and then he had
Yeah.
removed his gloved hand and?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. What they face. That's why I when I watch those shows and they get a win, I'm like, yay,
Yeah, me too.
got a win. It's
It's just so dangerous. It's so weird to think that
Yeah.
something that somebody else is putting in their body
yeah.
is killing,
Yeah. The pure form of it is killing
Yeah.
people. Sad.
My wife just sent me that picture. It says, "When a nurse takes over gardening."
Yeah, I love it.
I
great.
mean, in every plant.
That's great.
I
think
love
I-
that.
That's
Well,
like,
it's like when a nurse goes to Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see them sitting in their rooms at night before they go to sleep, with the IV.
With the IV, so they won't be hungover in the morning. So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would love that. IVs are great for that. That's why they've become popular in spas,
Yeah.
but the spas aren't regulated that do those things. So be very
Mhm.
careful. Be very careful. But yeah,
What'd she
that was
say?
one thing I would always look forward to if I had to go to the hospital was like, yes, please. Yes,
Mhm.
please, because I become immediately hydrated. Like
Mhm.
feel so much better. But the peeing
Yeah.
part, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, yeah.
Having to be cathetered or having to get up multiple
Mhm.
times when the
Mhm.
IV.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah.
And you have to take your
Time
buddy with you, which is
Yes.
the IV machine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But there's nothing like that hydration when you really aren't well. Like,
Right.
it's just nothing like it.
Right.
But that's so funny, Bob. I love it. That's you do see Asian countries come up with some of that stuff, and that picture came from somewhere. Somebody's doing it,
Yeah.
Could be.
or a modified version of it. Really cool. Really cool. Randall, you're so quiet tonight. You okay?
I'm afraid to talk because you're talking about murder and drugs, and I don't even want to talk.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I'm
we'll
scared to
change
talk.
the subject.
We can change the subject.
Murder and drugs. I ain't getting into that.
No. Well, I was talking about them getting caught, though. I was talking about the good guys catching them.
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
one
all-
more.
What was that,
Let me
Randall?
tell you a little secret about all that.
Yeah.
When these people get busted, okay, somebody has not paid their due, and they've been ratted on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of times they've been tipped off, and sometimes when you see
Mm-hmm.
them go through and how loaded down and obvious it is, it's like, oh, they pissed somebody off in the cartel.
Yeah.
They wanted to, really screw this person over and give them, jail time in this country wherever they were sent. Like, yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Now, every once in a while, they might have a legitimate bust, but it's very few.
Yeah.
Them catchings because it's so sophisticated anymore. You got they don't know. They have to really have the goods on them, and that's really unless somebody turns them in, they're not going to have the goods on them.
Yeah.
That's usually, Steve Corsair's trainers, he was a federal prison guard, and he said that's how they rat on each other.
Mhm.
To get less of
know,
a sentence.
Yeah, he said it happens all the time. He's been sat in on the meetings, when talking to him, and everybody from any cartels all the way down to racial groups and all these other, they
Yeah.
rat on each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he says that once again, there is no honor among thieves. There is
Yeah.
none.
You'll
Yeah.
hear them say that sometimes with certain ones, like we got a tip. We got a tip. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they'll look for a specific person that's
Yep.
on the flight.
Right.
That happens. They also though are good at their jobs. My cousin was a customs agent. They look for certain things. There's a lot of psychology involved.
Mhm.
It's also knowing like how sometimes they're packing things too. Certain suitcases are more notorious for things than others.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to. It's not. A lot of it is tips, but some of it is that thankfully there still are some really good custom agents.
The
that-
Samsonite deluxe set.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that one. It's what it usually is. The black canvas bags with the pulley.
Oh yeah, with the wheels. Yeah,
With the wheels. It's like,
Mhm.
dude, get a different suitcase. Like,
Yeah.
It's just too obvious.
we know it's sewn into the lining. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know. The more creative one was I guess a dog or something hit on it. They had it up in the wheel casing underneath.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Even they were like, okay, that's a new one. They've
Yeah.
pulled it out of where they put it in the poles. They can tell
Mhm.
just by tapping on the pole when you pull it up.
Mhm.
Like, that doesn't make the right sound. There's something in there.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's usually the black canvas suitcase. And you're like, here we go. It's lined with cocaine.
I'll see if I can find that. This video was filmed here in Washington State. It was a couple years ago, but it was some old neighbor. He went out of his
Yeah.
gourd. He was out of
Oh.
it. He had a shotgun, and there was three guys. It was really the men of the neighborhood met the cops with the wives and kids behind them,
Mhm.
you know, and 3 of the guys stepped forward and they said, "We're veterans," you know, and the old, they were the police. There was two county sheriffs, one of the remote counties, and they were approaching the old guy's house, and they said, "Come outside and talk to us." And he's cussing at them, and man, he the old guy with the shotgun let loose, and he hit both cops. They both got he hit him with buckshot because
Wow.
one got hit somewhere in the face, the other one was down. I mean,
Mhm.
Gosh.
it was just like, thank God those vets were there, because one guy immediately stepped around the corner of the garage and unleashed with his 9mm right at the
Mhm.
guy's window, while another one grabbed a cop and drug him under cover. And the women started bringing over gauze. They were packing their wounds with
Mhm.
gauze. It was
Wow.
like, if the neighbors had not been there, those guys were in
Wow.
deep
Yeah.
trouble. They were, because
Wow.
when they got hit, they were done, you know.
Yeah. They
But
were.
Right.
You could
it
have
was a
finished
good
them.
it was a good video of when you let men act like men, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
The women brought up the first aid, and they were ushered, "Get the hell out of here," you know, and the guys started packing their wounds and all that. It was right here in Washington State, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Surprised that
Yeah.
even went up and didn't get taken down.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of odd
But
that they would even allow anybody to see it at these days. That
yeah.
that people could actually help stop a perpetrator
Mm-hmm.
with a
Yeah.
certain thing that goes pew pew.
Yeah.
Apparently, there were 2 other vets across the street in their garage, one with a rifle and one with a shotgun, while another vet was on the other side of the street, you know, keeping the old guy
Mhm.
pinned down in the house. And
Yeah.
one of the versions of that video I saw was when the county's SWAT team arrived, and one of the cops told the SWAT officers what happened, and the SWAT guy goes, "I want to meet him, you know, man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good job. I want to meet these guys, you know. They
Yeah, they're
saved their
heroes.
butts, you know."
Heroes.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I am gonna go off to bed, guys.
Yeah, I probably should too. I know. I just saw the time too.
Yeah.
But is Barry back from getting his coffee? Barry?
We'll wait.
Okay, I'll wait. You go to bed. I'll wait for
Okay.
Anthony.
All right. God bless you
Night.
guys. Love you.
You too. Love you too, Laura.
Yeah, that topic of them squealing on each other, Steve said that happens all the time.
Yep.
They're already arrested and they're convicted,
Yep.
and they'll make a deal, and the guards and somebody from
Pass it
some
on.
attorney, yeah, and they'll have a sit down and go, "Okay, we can reduce your sentence if you start squealing on your friends." And
Well, you'll
he says,
see that there'll be certain ones that go through the program that they will blur them out that get
Yeah.
busted. And you
Mhm.
know they blurred them out because they squealed. That
Yep.
they,
Yep.
and it must have been a good squeal because they put them in protection possibly
Mhm.
after that.
Put it, yeah.
But yeah, Randall's absolutely, that's totally true.
Mhm.
Totally true. Boy, both. So Randall, what else did you put out other than tomatoes if you're still there?
Yeah, various different things: corn,
Cool.
potatoes, onions, carrots,
Now,
cabbage.
how big is your plot that you put out? Like
Probably a 20 by 50.
nice. Wow.
Right on.
Nice garden. Okay, you said carrots. Then what was the other one?
I got tomatoes, carrots, onions, corn. I got about 8 rows of corn.
Nice.
I got. Let me back up here. I got 2 rows of tomatoes, 2 rows of potatoes,
Yes.
and 2 rows of onions, and 8 rows of corn. A half a row of cabbage,
I love it.
and less than a half a row of cucumbers, and a little plot of radishes.
I love radishes too. I don't know. I guess it's because they're fresh, but every time I plant and harvest radishes here, they're hot as Hades compared
Oh,
to
boy.
the ones like that you get shipped to you from the stores. Like I can eat those. The store ones that I can eat them with just a little bit of salt. That's fine. I can eat half of maybe one of mine without it like, whoa.
My stuff's coming up
Like,
good. My
yeah.
corn's about an inch tall right now,
Oh,
and my potatoes are coming up. Everything's coming up.
ours is our soil is so sandy that when my dad tried corn, it just wasn't working for him, and he gave up on regular like his old garden that he used to put out because he would put a
You
garden
got,
like yeah
you got to put the fertilizer to it. I
yeah
put a bag and a half.
yeah. He didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. When he saw our soil, he's like, no, I'll be amending forever, and I don't really. He's like, I've got fruit trees now. I don't need to do that anymore. We'll
It's
go back.
rained. We got plenty of wet, good rain, and it's helped it a lot. And,
Oh, good.
so
That's always exciting. Do you get problems with snails there though when it rains?
snails.
Yes,
I
snails.
see them, but they're not no problem that I know of.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a little pool party for mine.
Oh, I
See 'em
missed
every
her.
once in
I
a
missed
while.
Laura leaving. I'm sorry about that. Good night, Laura.
Yeah. What was that, Randall?
Snails, you don't see them around here, but just every once in a while you'll see them if you're looking for them.
Yeah, we have them here. Some
Big.
have them bigger in the state than others. Supposedly, that big one, like the African one that you can hold in your hand that's giant, is here. But thankfully,
Wow.
I haven't seen it. I know.
You guys are getting about as scary as Australia.
I know. It's like a pet. That thing is like a pet. People hold it and it's like ginormous. It wouldn't live in my yard, but the problem is they're really good at reproducing for some reason.
I'd get one and call it Gary.
Yeah, there you go.
SpongeBob.
Paint its shell and you guys could be friends. You put it on a leash.
Teach him to knock his eyes together. That's how
Yeah.
he did. That's how he talked to SpongeBob.
Yeah. And it's funny, the giant snail kind of does look like Gary.
Yeah.
Like it has those
Well,
antennas.
the writer was the creator of SpongeBob was a marine biologist.
Oh, that's where he got it from.
Yeah.
Okay. It is kind of funny. SpongeBob SquarePants and Bikini Bottom. So we know that they were in Tanzania. How do you say that? Is that right? Tanzania, right? Tanzania. Where is that place
Tanzania.
Tanzania?
Tanzania. Mm-hmm.
Tanzania. They were down there in Bikini Bottom. But it's so foul. It's like so foul. It's like Mr. Krabs is in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
And SpongeBob SquarePants lives in a pineapple.
Under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else is living in like mufflers and
Weird. Yeah. Patrick's under a rock.
The Krusty Krab was a crab trap.
Krusty Krab. Where they have Krabby Patties. There's a lot of crabs in Bikini Bottom. Like, I think that marine biologist had a little bit of fun there.
Yeah, I'm sure he tried to appeal to the adult audience as well. I mean,
yeah, definitely. But yeah, I have real small snails, and when it gets really wet here, it's like, where were you? Do you guys just like dry up and then once the rain comes, you come back to life? They were all up my back. We have a white vinyl fence, and they were like all lines of different, snails. I just looked out, and it was just snails. So I'm gonna give them a little beer pool.
You might have. Randall might have more back there where the creek is, but
yeah, where it's wet.
Okay. I didn't see any yesterday.
That's good.
Of course, I was looking for snakes. I wasn't looking for snails.
Ooh, yeah. I was telling them a Cuban anole little lizard, not too little. He was he was probably about that size. He's one of the ones that has that little thing that comes out underneath his neck. I was putting down the dandelions to plant them, Randall and Bob, and I hear really like this little noise, something scurrying. Part of you thinks it's a snake. You're not really sure what that noise was. I do kind of know lizard noise, and I'm like, I'm hoping that's a lizard. That sound like lizard.
How, kitty?
And I
So-
look down, and it's got this ginormous spider in its mouth.
Hmm.
So I grabbed my camera.
Wow.
I grabbed my camera, and it's trying to chew the spider while the spider's legs are still like going. It's the wildest thing. I'm like, I'm really hoping Mr. Spider's not venomous and you can eat him. Thank you. But I've got it on video. I got to make a short out of it. But oh boy, the abdomen came out in one angle. The abdomen was like one of those fat spiders. But anyway, yeah, I was saved by a lizard today, possibly.
Right on.
It was cool. It was cool. But yeah, I don't know if he finally killed the thing or not. He bit it right on the head. The head was in its mouth. And it's just going around his face. Weird.
That's nature for you.
I know. It's like
Yep.
wild. It's crazy.
Most of the time we don't see that kind of stuff going on. So when you do, it's
Yeah, when it's in your own
It kind of-
backyard and not a
kinda
nature.
takes, it takes you by surprise, but it's,
Yeah, it did. That's just it. It's like when it's in your own backyard and not a nature special, it's like, wow. That's
speaking of
cool.
nature special,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, skink. Is that what you
Yeah.
call them?
yeah,
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
they're all over the
Blue-tailed skink.
they're all over the place. Back, I can open my back door and I'll see two of them scurry away from the door.
Wow. Those are cool looking.
Yeah,
The only
he's in
thing
the-
is they look so similar to snakes sometimes.
yeah, well,
They
it
give you a
depends
little like,
which
ooh.
end you see first.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
but this one is in one of my grow bags, and I got him out because I didn't think it could get out to get food anywhere. So
Oh yeah, I've had that happen, Shawnee. The house spiders, I think they call them, like to come in during a rain. And dead animals. Do you know what you found by the skulls or the bones? Yeah, those are so cool looking. I saw a special of these guys that actually bought a small village, and I think it was in Italy. And they were trying to turn on their water, and the guy's like, "Oh, oh, don't." And he thought it was a snake, but it was a skink that was down in there. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know they had these." And yeah,
Gross.
they're mostly harmless.
yeah, they are. They just look
Mhm.
slimy. but
They
they're-
they can take they can kind of catch you off guard, especially if you keep it in the back of your head that Kentucky has some snakes that
Yes, exactly.
and when you see that out of the corner of your eye, you're going, wait, what was that? And you
Yeah.
realize what it was. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what he did. He's like, "Oh, you can stay in there. You're cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're okay. Like, you're not gonna kill me." But
Well,
yeah.
they like their insects, so that's beneficial.
Yeah, like they're doing their job down there. That was just the same thing when we had a bunch of daddy long legs coming in the corners in the foreclosure when we first got this place. They were eating the bugs. I was happy to have them. I let them stay as long as I could in the corners because I knew they were getting whatever else was in here that I didn't want. And then I cleaned it all up. But yeah. That's how we knew we had an ant problem in the beginning because the daddy long legs were everywhere. I'm just shopping while I'm talking to you guys. Don't mind me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Temu bug, huh?
No, I'm still in Walmart. Walmart's reduced a lot of their stuff, and I look for like stuff that's cotton for summer, like the cotton t-shirts and things like that.
Yeah, I need to get a few more t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean,
I need to get some more pants too.
yes,
not what
pants are important.
yeah, it's not like I gained any weight, but I was about 2 months ago.
Oh,
I was out there messing around with the plumbing, and I bent down
Mm-hmm.
and I heard something tear, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
no.
surely not." And I mean, it was right at the pocket, right at my butt, and I was like, "Oh God!" And I had to walk back to the house, back, around to the back of the house with
Yeah.
my butt showing, and I was like, "Well, it's not like." At least I was wearing underwear. That's the way I
Yes.
was looking at it.
Exactly. Exactly. I know that. That sounds like something that would happen to me. While I was planting, I was a little concerned because my overalls were kind of tight, but they were fine. They were from Timu, actually. I should put that in the video down below.
Well, you're in Florida, tight clothes, It's like
Yeah.
bikinis.
Yeah, that's true. That's just like I could have one of those channels if I was single where I'm out there gardening in a bikini and nobody would be like, it's just Florida. Yeah, they do that down there. At least Robert would say that. He thinks we all run around in bikinis all the time down here. I'm like, Robert, we would all have crotch rot if we were always in a bikini. We just would.
Wait, you don't? I thought you just changed clothes for live streams.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Over the edge. Yeah, this thing that I have on now, Shawnee, is Walmart, and it's pretty good cotton. And it's only like $8 and change right now on sale.
And I definitely need more T-shirts that are not a dark color because
Yes,
cats.
and also summer coming. With summer coming, you want
Yeah.
lighter colored clothing. With the mosquitoes, will come after you with dark colors too.
Everything I bought around the wintertime or right while in fall. And so it's long sleeves or it's dark clothing. And
Yeah.
I was like, because today I was wearing a shirt. It was a black shirt. And I only handled 2 cats that whole morning. And I
Yeah.
was already like wearing a hair shirt. It's just. And black shows it.
Yeah.
You don't see that when you're in the house.
No.
You don't see it until you're outside in the sunlight and you're like, oh my Lord, look at his hair. I can make another kitten out of that.
That would happen to me when we had our pug because she would shed like crazy and she was a fawn colored pug, so light hair.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you would think you had a couple hairs on you, maybe. And then you'd get out and go someplace, especially with fluorescent lighting, and it is bright.
Yeah.
And you're like, I really.
Well, the new LED lighting shows everything now.
Yes.
It's everything.
Yeah. You get like self-conscious. Like, I really do wash my clothes. I really do. Yeah. So
let me tell you, the bounce for pet hair does not work.
Oh.
It's dryer sheets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they don't work.
It just doesn't repel it.
No.
That stinks.
They show the commercial. They've had the ads here on YouTube, and the woman just brushes this fur off of from her cat, and I'm like, "Bull!"
I hate that.
It doesn't work that way.
I hate that when they lie like that.
Anything to sell a product.
It's true. They do. All the little lies. Just like all these, people that are diet gurus and stuff. They all have the answer, and it's basically, it's the same one that it's always been. Like, move more, eat less.
Yeah.
They just say it in a fancier way. Move more, eat less.
Well, I mean, the price of food these days, I guess they're getting their wish.
That's true. We are about to eat less, it seems like. That's for sure. Oh gosh, if we start talking about food, I'm going to want to eat though before I go to bed.
Yeah,
that's been a struggle lately.
We could go on to another subject there.
I know. Poor CR, he's usually in here when we start talking.
Yeah.
Like, so hungry.
Yeah, I don't know where our usual crew is tonight. They must have had something to do.
Yeah, they might. Just a busy week, maybe, that they're preparing for.
Perhaps we'll run into each other Wednesday at 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that time slot is like for you.
Yeah, I'm too. but it still has to catch on first. So.
I totally understand because I feel so self-conscious when I'm doing the Fibro Friday. Which
And
I don't know. Oh, it'll be Feel More Fabulous Friday now.
yeah,
Yeah. Like
and I'm still trying to work this out. I've already been on 2 live streams over in the UK, and I kind of want to
oh,
allow them that opportunity to come up here if they wanted to.
yeah.
The time difference, they're 5 hours ahead of us. They're on British Standard Time now. So
Okay, so 5 hours ahead. Oh, speaking of British, I saw in my Instagram feed that I think it was two Australian surfers went down to Baja, and they found their truck, and the truck was torched.
wow, you're muted, Bob.
I saw that. Yeah, as soon as I saw that vehicle burned, oh yeah, wife and I were watching that, and they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
They're
Yeah,
dead.
right there in Baja. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
May is.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Bob. Sorry, I was reading Shawnee's. She said May is a
Mhm.
busy month for. Yeah, and that's true too. It's transitioning towards summer, so it's like the last month of school. Usually, like that's full throttle for the kids and the parents. But and birthdays, whatever. If you have birthdays going on too, that's what we have. Yeah, somebody mentioned too, Bob, in the feed that there was other Australians that got killed down there too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up because I was curious about that, and I don't know if they were surfers also, but they were saying Mexico's becoming just too dangerous for, chasing waves. Like you can't.
Yeah, I agree.
They were making other suggestions of places to go for surfers in the feed because I follow some of the surfers that are on the world circuit sometimes just to see them go, and they'll go to Brazil and do those huge waves like crazy.
So is surfing still pretty big in Florida?
It is, but not down near me. We don't have the waves. A little bit more towards Glen, they get bigger waves. It seems. More of the contests though are West Coast. I haven't seen. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if
New
Cocoa Beach
Jersey.
still has it. Yeah, Jersey has waves. I'm not
Mhm.
sure if Cocoa Beach still has stuff going on. We don't down here. Like we don't have the contests and stuff. I wish we did. I
Yeah.
love
There's
watching.
a place called Surigao or northern Mindanao where it's the vast Pacific Ocean, and there's 2 islands that come together, and that's where the Australian and American surfers love to go. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's really a wild ride.
Let me see. Mexico. I'm gonna just put in Mexico. Yeah, I can't remember. These what's a shame is the California surfers, a lot of them do like to go down to Mexico,
Yeah.
and it's kind of been taken away from them. Yep, gunshots. Attempted robbery is what they're calling it. Um, yeah. Thieves, Mexican police are saying thieves killed Australian and American surfers to steal.
Mhm.
Hold on. Oh my goodness, they were killed for the truck's tires. You've
Yep.
got, oh my goodness,
As
horrible.
soon as I saw that car all burned up and went, they're dead.
Yeah,
You don't even need to say anymore. They're dead.
yeah. They're protesting down in Mexico, some of the surfers and their families, like demonstrator holding a bodyboard written in Spanish that says, I don't want to die. Wow. Wow. That's horrible. But I was trying to find out who they were referring to that also disappeared. Yeah, they're saying it was a carjacking right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's so Awful. Yeah, they're just talking about this one. I can't find it though. Anyway. Oh, it's such a shame they were young. They just showed the picture. It's on YouTube, of course. But they're, yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, yeah, definitely won't be visiting Mexico anytime soon. Mm-mm. So, anything else that's happier to talk about? Randall, you want to talk about
Yeah.
happy? Like,
No, I'm good.
you're good.
Huh.
Anyone happy stuff?
Now I'm watching the kittens play over here. That's pretty happy.
Yeah, we can have kitten TV before I have to go to bed.
You all continue your gossip, and I'm sitting there.
Gossip. We're just talking about what we've seen on, the internet.
Fake news.
Well, these are from I'm right now, it's coming from all different sources.
You know what will stop that? Don't go there.
No, it came up in my Instagram feed. I don't.
I'm talking about
You
these
don't
surfers go down there in Mexico. Stay away
yeah.
from them
Yeah.
places.
No, that's what they're telling each other in my
I mean-
Instagram feed.
And half these young kids ain't got the protective common sense of a snail. And we'll go down there, sir. We don't
Yeah.
care who you screw with down there.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's happened. It's I don't. They it's bad they got killed, but then hey, there's other places to do that sort of thing in.
yeah. It used to be though. Baja was one of those places to go.
Yeah, it was.
Not.
Mhm.
It was a very popular place. Sad that the world is so messed up.
I mean, I don't know. Just keep the money here in America where we're struggling.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Well,
yeah.
some of the places they go are much cheaper, so I get it. Like Costa Rica, and it's about the surf too, if they have the surf or not,
Oh,
Mhm.
following the waves.
there you go. Let me see if I can.
I see.
smell you.
Hello. Oh, is that Dirty Kitty? Is it Dirty Kitty?
I'll call him Rusty, not Dirty Kitty.
Oh,
now.
no, that's Rusty. Okay.
Rusty. All right.
Ready.
Oh, he's getting big. He's a little bit bigger than what he was when I gave him to
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Getting by. All right.
getting along all right. Then with the other cats, that's good.
I've had to get after both of them with a quart bottle. They didn't like it, but they're learning.
Yeah.
Bust them in the face of that squirt ball, and you all see them getting with it. You
Yeah.
do it you don't have to do it about a couple of times, maybe 3 times, and then all you have to do after that is just let them see you with the ball in your hand. That's it.
Yeah.
I only do it if they're up for some places that they shouldn't be climbing around.
Yeah.
What,
Well,
having cats is not happening? I missed something.
I'm gonna let them go out some probably this week.
Yeah. Even we would love to have cats. I mean, Hannah and I would. Let me rephrase that. Hannah and I would love to have a cat or 2. But like I was telling Barry, we don't have a place for the litter box, and you can't really put them out in a suburb so close to the road. They'll get hit. I've seen them dead on our main road. And even a kitten that I was trying to catch got run over. I really think they're
You see
into
that?
I think Theron backed over. Oh my gosh, and the kitten looks like that one too. Oh, mommy, why am I here? Mommy. Listen to that
Oh, it's okay.
crying.
Oh, the smoke's probably bothering you.
This is
Oh,
there's
poor Bonnie.
Whoops.
Oh,
Oh, that one was actually the
Kitty.
biggest one out of the bunch, wasn't it?
kitty TV.
I'm not sure.
I think it was.
They're both about as rambunctious as
I know, it's the kitty show. Yay, we all need kitty show. Cute little kitties.
there'll be no more kitties out showing on my end.
Dang it.
Like,
Why you gotta ruin the fun, Randall?
I want to start charging if I do.
Yeah.
That
I hear that.
little meow gets me.
Is that mom who just walked by?
The
No,
only
it's,
time these two hear me
Aw.
out is if they're trying to
That's
find the
sweet.
other.
How sweet. Don't cry.
no, look, this is not even her baby, and she's coming over to check on it.
Aw.
You hear
They're
me
the,
out?
they're the aunties. Is that?
This is he's a boy. This
Oh,
is
he's a boy. Okay.
Phoenix.
He just licked your mic.
Yeah, paint. It figures paint's off camera, but she's over here checking on. It's not even her baby.
Oh my gosh. Meow. It's too bad that they don't have some kind of identifier where they walk across the screen and their name just pops up.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That totally would
These
be
here don't meow unless they're looking for the other.
Mm.
Oh, that one seems so calm in your hands. Oh,
I call this baby precious.
There'll be another room. Meow. He's right in here. Come here and find him. Meow. Meow.
yeah, the kitty show and tell. This is my kitty. I named him Kitty.
I can't help it. They're so freaking cute.
They
Every
are.
one of them has some gray variation.
They're adorable. That's part of the reason why we would love one. But in this house, the way it is too, like they'll be knocking stuff off of all my shelves. At least in Hannah's room where she has all her makeup set up, and if you just bump something, things fall over. So I can't imagine a kitty cat getting in there.
The other one I had up there, we call her Callie.
Mm-hmm.
But she was, when we got them, she was a little bit on the timid side for at least 2 or 3 days.
Oh my goodness. Very. Does this one have
It's got
blue
M on
eyes?
its head. It's got an M on its head.
That daggone Rusty,
Yeah.
he just took everything just right off the bat.
Mm.
Mm.
And she's now back like it, you wouldn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially after the kids come over the weekend and they spoiled them. I said,
Yeah.
y'all spoil them cats now. I'm gonna have to be the one to doctor them and take care of
Yeah.
them now.
Yeah. Well, they were socializing them, which is good.
Yeah, they were petting them, and of course I pet them too, but they
Yeah.
were just like loving on them and everything.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
it seems cats are really, it seems like they're very sensitive to the people they allow around them rather than dogs are just happy anybody's there. Cats are so much more selective and they seem to really, with children, they definitely seems like bond faster with children. Just,
Yeah, they got cats themselves,
mhm.
and of course it comes,
I think too, some cats just know people that will care for them. They sense it. Like how people like say that the cat found them, just showed up at their door.
Yeah, that's the best cat. Let that cat pick you.
Mhm.
and cats
Oh,
don't
so
cats
cute.
don't belong to nobody. They pretty
Yeah.
much, they're
They're their own.
people said, "Oh, I own that cat." No, you don't.
Yeah, pretty
He owns
autonomous.
you.
Mhm. Exactly.
He
You're,
owns-
Oh,
That's horses too, to a certain extent. They always would say the horses staff at the barn.
So this is Mystery's legacy. Was these Mystery and Big Guy probably are the fathers because, and I say that because of the stripes.
Mhm.
You can sort of see the stripes, their legs, their tail. Mystery he had stripes on him. Yeah.
That's a cute kitty.
And
I
it
wish
is-
I had that one.
Well, you can.
Well, no, it's a little bit too late now, Barry, because they're getting.
I don't know.
used to your environment.
Well, they're gonna have to. I can't keep that many.
yeah.
Start mailing them all out to all your friends on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is there any good like rescues in your area that would find homes for some of the kittens? Or no?
I don't know. I don't know about Casey County. That's a little iffy.
Okay. But like more kill shelter type of place.
No, well, there's animal shelters up there in Danville, but you have to do a little bit of a fibbing
Oh,
if you take them up there.
Yeah.
You'll have to say like, I think these kittens come in my yard and I know who they are,
yeah.
and they'll take them.
Or I think someone dropped them off.
Yeah, but you have to do a little fibbing. But
Mhm.
my other two cats, they tolerate them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't try to. Well, Smokey tried to play with them a little bit, but he's a little bit too rough, and
Well, Paint is right now. Paint is taking care of one of Clementine's. I mean, it's bathing it and everything, just like it was her own.
But
Such
I
a good
figured,
one.
I figured these big cats wouldn't have anything to do with them, but they tolerate them to a point.
That is the best dad joke here ever.
I
I
can't
love
eat.
it. Did you see what Shawnee said? There's a lady who's paying $4,000 to build a screened-in porch for the cats to play in at her condo. And I said, I love that. I want to go to the cafes that they have. Like they have cat cafes and different animal cafes. Gear,
No,
gear,
they won't.
gear,
They won't let you put anything like it on Marketplace.
yeah. Gear says catio for the patio for cats.
Yeah.
Catio patio.
Yeah, the
Catio
catio.
patio.
It's the catio, like a patio, but for cats.
Serve them little kitty lattes.
Yeah. They do have those places over, and I guess it's Japan has it. I think it was them who originated
They
it.
love their cats over in Japan. I'm telling you, they got some that are such exotic breeds. It's like,
It's
is that
very,
a real cat? Is that
Yeah.
real?
it's very popular. It's catching on because there's one I think here. We had one. Yeah. Each city near me has one. It looks like they're catching on. I don't know how they I think they still keep like the cat kind of separate. I don't know how they could do that with health department stuff. I'm surprised they can. But yep, they do. They have one near me. I'm gonna have to go visit
If
it.
I told you all you come in here,
Because we can't have cats right now. Oh my gosh, it's showing me other places too with great food. This is not the thing to look up at this hour.
Close it out, Carol.
Mhm.
Mm. Sound just like a cat. That was cute when
Yeah, I'll ruin your appetite with just one image.
oh, okay. Should I I'll click back here. Yeah. Thanks. That did it. Yep.
Vienna sausage. Yeah.
The little smokies that like to come.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I'm still wondering if that person is actually in the community that I'm hanging out in now.
I keep one on my desk just for you.
Thank you. I'm so appreciative. That's so thoughtful.
Well, yeah, I can tell. He's sarcastic.
I mean, just slightly. Looks they're popular dishes. It looks like toast. It's toast with toppings on it. Are you kidding me? It's so you can tell people are just coming there for the coffee with cats. It's like we serve toast. Yeah. And more toast.
Well, Shawnee, if they're brought up together, it's even better. But sometimes, especially if they're both fixed,
Mhm.
they will get used to each other. But cats, no matter what, they're just like humans. They're gonna have that day or that moment where
Mhm.
one did something that pissed the other one off.
Yeah.
They'll have a little spat, and later on, you'll find them, on your favorite couch sleeping together.
Mhm.
Yep. Birds are like that too.
Mm-hmm. I've seen lovebirds do that.
Oh gosh, they're like the mafia. The lovebirds. They'll bite toes off of other birds and their own. Yeah. They're smart. They can get out of their cages and do that, even at pet shops. They have to keep them locked down pretty good. Just the
Or
lovebirds. I don't know what it is about the lovebirds that they like to bite toes off.
That's odd. Wow.
It is odd.
actually,
Yeah.
actually, see, Gear says cat people go to the library, garden, or knitting club to hang out.
It's true.
But
Yeah.
it's a weird but hardly known fact that radio people, and I'm talking about ham operators, CBers,
Mm-hmm.
have cats.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the prepping community have cats because they can take care of themselves. It kind of is
Yeah, well,
goes along.
like Laura's got cats because they keep the mice out of the
Yeah.
grain.
Yeah.
But it's been that way for ever since amateur radio was brought around for the
Mhm.
public to use. Was the owners always had a cat? Yeah, they had dogs, but the cat was always in the radio room with them. And there's something about the radio that brings the cats in.
Mm. Yeah. And maybe it's a vibration, I feel.
I had one that slept on top. I had a big Galaxy CB radio. It was actually a ham radio converted for CB. And I had one that I had to keep the top of that radio cleared off for it to sleep on it. But that radio was
Absorbing.
big enough that 2 cats could have slept on it.
Yeah.
Picking up all that heat.
Yeah.
Oh, that it's an
Yeah.
adoption place too. It says our cafe specializes in finding homes for cats deserving of a forever family. We provide snacks and beverages available for suggested donation prices, as well as an environment geared towards spending time getting to know the cats and playing with them using our abundance of toys available. Yeah, that's so cute. What a great idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go soon
Rack
too.
out.
It's getting late.
All right, Bob.
Peace,
Have a good
everybody.
one.
Have a good night,
All right,
Bob.
later. Later.
Later. Yeah, I found a place that'll take Hannah. She'll love that. She's the one who's mentioned them before in Japan. Oh, they have pop and chips. It's not so much a cafe, somebody wrote.
Oh,
Oh, darn it. That's bummer.
a cat fay.
Yeah,
Cat fay. Yeah, there you go.
the cafe. I like that. Is that here again? Yeah. A horde of wild cats. Oh, my. Oh, my God.
Well, I think I'm gonna step out too because I'm
Me
gonna
too.
go.
I know. I'm getting ready to yawn. Whoa.
He's gone just like that. Sometimes
Dang.
he does that on the radio too. It's just like he's no longer there. It's like, oh, okay.
I guess, yeah. He got ahead. His finger got ahead of his talking, and yeah, right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm
will-
gonna
You gonna
end
close it out? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the thing tonight, the ticker. Appreciate that.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm gonna include that every
Wow.
live. It's just gonna be, I'm gonna mix it up.
Yeah.
So don't
Nice.
think I'm leaving anybody out. I'm just trying to include everybody. But Like I said, like it says at the bottom there, at the end, it says, "Look at my YouTube Hall of Fame."
Sweet.
So it,
Very
you know, where it shows the channels that you follow.
Yeah, I
That's where
don't
you
have
go
that.
to.
Yeah.
You can actually activate that in your
Yeah, I don't want to.
customization. Yeah,
I have like
all right.
1,000.
It's okay. I
No, I mean,
Yeah, I have a tutorial on how to do that.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You
Um,
did.
yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Did you still
but
leave it up?
yeah, it's still there. Yeah, and it
You
says
might
how
have
to
to make
add
a new.
channels
You might
to
have to
your.
make a new one, Terry.
Well, I could. Yeah,
Yeah.
no big deal. I need to put more out. I'm trying to work on that, but I've got
Just
other things going on.
yeah, I know. I know the feeling. I tried to edit today and it's not done, and then I saw that I don't know if I have sound in the last clip when I was finishing it up. I'm like,
Oh no.
"Urgh," and
Yeah,
still have to do more.
that's kind of how I felt about, when I drug when I brought the drone back out after it's been put up for so long, and then finding out that my phone's not compatible. I was like, oh, so devastated. I was like, man, today would have been a beautiful day.
Yeah.
The big puffy clouds and everything bloomed out.
Yeah. So you use your phone as part of the drone then?
Yeah, it handles your
Oh, the camera.
flight, your camera,
Oh, everything.
everything. Yeah, it's this drone keeps track of altitude. Um,
So what are you going to do if your phone's not compatible? What do you have to do to get it running?
I looked on eBay, and I'm probably going to get a secondhand iPhone. So,
It's compatible with my phone and not yours. Oh
well,
my,
certain models though. There's a
which
list of
ones?
models, Android and iPhone models,
Okay.
that only work with that drone. So
Oh,
I
okay.
have to get one off that list. I didn't know this.
Mm.
And the phone I had before that somebody snatched and took off and never brought back was compatible at the time.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. When I put the drone up, it was,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to
But
bring
will
it
it
back
work with older iPhones so it's not going to cost you a ton?
up. Only if it's on the list. It has to be on
Yeah.
the list of iPhones or Android.
Yeah.
But I did look on eBay, and I can get a gently used
Okay.
off that list for less than $200. So,
Okay. But I mean,
um,
like, how low does the numbers go on the iPhones?
let me see. Actually, I can bring up the list real quick. It's not too hard to, because
'Cause who knows? Somebody might see this and have an old iPhone, and they could just
I use
save you some money.
Notepad. I use Notepad like like people use paper and pen for notes. And
I'm terrible at that. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I'm terrible at remembering that I've done it. Like, oh yeah, I wrote that
where
list in
where
Notepad.
where you stored it on your computer.
Yeah,
Which I put all that stuff in documents, so it's quick for me to pick it up. And
yeah. But you're more
um,
techie than I am. That's for sure. I think everyone is more techie than I am. Just
wow,
about. Just about.
there's some things I think you could learn with
Yeah.
a clear
Let's see
head.
how
And
down it goes.
so it's
Oh, it only goes down.
requires
Okay.
iPhone 6 11.0 or above, compatible with iPhone 5, i5 Pro Max, 15 Pro, 15 Plus, 15,
Let me see it.
14
Yeah.
Pro Max.
Wow. So
All
it
the
only,
high priced ones, and it's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the lowest it looks like is the iPhone SE. The
yeah.
SE models were less expensive.
The Android ones are 7.0 or above. Well, mine's 11, but it's
So
still not the right model. It kills
what
me about
the
that.
heck?
So
Yeah.
Samsung S23 Ultra,
Yeah.
522 Ultra, S21. Yeah, some of these I've never heard of, like Xiaomi.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Oh, we don't have those anymore, I thought, in the United States. The Hawaii
No.
brand.
Oppo. What the, Vivo.
We don't have those anymore.
You
Oh,
know, well, I've never heard of those. But I've heard of the Galaxy and the.
Mhm. So if I
Mm.
got it, it would be compatible with my phone. But then I'm not that techie. I don't want to crash.
But the plane, the drone is. It's so easy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's intimidating. There's a lot on the screen, but you can turn some of that stuff off on the screen because once you set the parameters, like where you live, you probably have a
Mhm.
400-foot limit,
Okay.
altitude limit. And I do because I'm in a flight path. So you would set all the parameters before you take off, and your drone can't go beyond those parameters. So not only does it have altitude, but you can limit it to if you knew the kind of a round figure of, like, let's say you just want to fly it in your backyard. Well, you know how big of a yard you got. And if you knew it by yards or feet, you punch that in as a parameter. You can't leave that area. The only thing about my model is it doesn't have obstacle avoidance. So if you are about to hit a tree, it's not going to stop.
That's scary.
That's something that I had to learn real quick, that it's not going to correct itself. So
Shawnee's saying it seems like she's surprised, and so am I, that it won't connect to an iPad. If it connects to these,
if
iPhones,
it does, because
it's weird.
I wish I could get the controller out, but it's a big pain to get out of the box because the box is so narrow.
Yeah.
But the
Hey,
holder.
Aid. Welcome in, Aid.
Hey, Aid. The holder for your phone doesn't extend wide enough to hold an iPad. But I think there's probably adapters. I'm sure for a pretty price you could add, which that'd be helpful because my sight's not getting any better. If I could put it on a bigger screen, that'd be awesome. But
yeah,
it's just you're looking at some of those higher priced drones that are up there above my pay grade.
No. Yeah.
Why isn't it Bluetooth? It does. I think it uses Bluetooth to transfer files from the SD card that's in the drone to your phone or laptop or desktop. If your desktop or laptop are Bluetooth enabled.
Okay.
But Bluetooth has a 35-foot limit to it. Beyond 35 feet, Bluetooth starts to break up and then you lose data. So it's not the best option for transferring files or trying to fly it. But it uses a type of Wi-Fi. So it's using basically the same Wi-Fi as what we use when we're connecting to our internet at home over Wi-Fi. So it uses 2.4 gigahertz or 5.
Yeah, I was
5
hoping
gigahertz.
maybe it was it would go down to a 7, but
And the nice thing about this one, and why anybody want to take their chances doing this,
I know either.
6 miles with it.
Shawnee's like, why isn't it Bluetooth? I don't know anything about this stuff. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't have obstacles between you and the drone, you can fly 6 miles with this one. I don't know why anybody would want to take that chance. Trade 2 kittens for a new phone and 2 kittens for a new laptop. Yeah. I think I straightened out my laptop, and now the phone deal, it's really got me frustrated, but I'll work it out.
Right. That's, yeah. Can you sell the kittens would they even sell on like a Craigslist?
They
Like,
might.
if
if it was a rehoming fee, something like that.
Yeah, that's what they always call it, like an
what I'm-
adoption or rehoming fee. Well, you're practically like a rescue.
Yeah.
You're
But
practically
I'm not looking to cash in on them. I've just got to take But I do know that 2 females are going to have to go.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
would rather get the females fixed first and then deal with the males next.
Yeah, there you go.
My male population is dwindling
Mm,
because I've already lost 2. And
yeah. Did you ever figure out what was getting the cats out?
I have
And
no idea. I mean, we have so many predators
you
here.
guys have bobcats, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so because that one night when we were listening to the sounds of the forest and it was really weird, I later watched something. It was showing bobcat making noises, and it reminded me of that video. Like,
Mhm.
I wonder if we heard a bobcat in that video because they
Yeah.
can make some strange sounds. Bobcats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So, I mean, Randall saw one at his back door. So,
oh,
we
really?
know we got them here. We definitely have them here. It's in. I looked at the wildlife and forestry website here.
Mm-hmm.
And Kentucky's really, really thorough. I mean, there's so much you can learn off the Kentucky forestry and wildlife website that you could spend hours, days reading what they have. So, and it really fascinates me. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn all I can about Kentucky and wildlife and stuff. Because I mean, I've been here 30 something years now, 31 years.
Yeah. I used
Still
to
so
do
much
that with
I don't know
Hannah
about the state.
when she was little. I used to do that. We would do butterflies and just different things that are surrounding us in South Florida.
Yeah.
It's different with Malachi, that kind of stuff doesn't sit. But tonight, he actually read some words in his book.
Cool.
He just all of a sudden got something came over him where he wanted to take out his books and look at his books, and he read some of the words. And I was like,
You
"Yes."
go, Malachi, you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The thing is, and I've never seen it before, is, and it might be because he didn't know how to say it. He will just completely skip over words.
Mhm.
Like when he's reading the sentence, like drop the prepositions, like just they're gone. They're not there. And I'm like, I've never seen it. That's just so like, what is that? But he is reading words. And I'm very happy about that. I just hope it continues because what happens with his brain growth is you'll get this real big step forward and then it can be gone in 2 days, like as if it never happened. That's the bobcat sounds. I found a little short with the sounds.
Yeah, panthers have a blood curdling scream that sounds like a woman.
Yeah, this is like a growl, but it's an angry one.
You could share it if you want to.
Yeah, I put it, that's the link. I don't know if I can put it. Should I put it in? I don't know how to, not quite sure how.
Or I can always just go to, because I have chat replay turned on my live streams all the time. So
How do I do? Oh, duh. Like I can't share. Like I don't do present. Hello, let's do a present like we always do, shall we? Okay, hold on.
it's not present like a present you get for Christmas.
Yeah. I don't know if the sound will come through though. I've never done one with sound. So
If you have it enabled in StreamYard, then it should come through.
I got it. That's the one. That sound.
Sounds like it's saying run.
Yeah. Damn scary. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Have you heard
Oh.
of what a bobcat
That's
sounds
such a
like?
beautiful cat, though.
It is.
Bobcats can make a range of sounds.
Yeah, we just heard that. Gosh, oh my gosh, that was so crazy.
Wow. One of those sounds I've heard before. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's that one that was almost like a screech, like a.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of that in the night when you were like, "What the heck is out there tonight?"
Oh, yeah. When I was up on the hill. No,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because
I think
and
so.
I have another video. I think I might have made a short of it. That was a fox. Oh, get off the keyboard, baby, though. Please, please, no, no typing, no typing. Oh, he's so pretty. Go on, you're gonna have to play. Turning the air conditioner off was probably a bad idea because now it's getting muggy in here. Did the kitty mute you?
I don't know.
Okay, I can hear you now. It's,
Yeah, I
my,
was talking-
my cats find like shortcuts I don't even know about.
Mm. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get to bed soon. It's 1 a.m. here, and I've got to drive her tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
7.
You'll be all right. Just get some good sleep and
Trying. I know it's early yet, unless you have a kid that you have to drive somewhere at 7 o'clock. Well, you got to get up at 7. We don't leave till about
yeah. Look at it
later
this
than
way,
that. I'll
though.
say later than that.
Look
They-
at it this way, though. I mean, you were ensuring that she gets back and forth safely.
True.
Um,
Yeah. No, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to
Yeah.
be the taxi that is taking her, because I even said that. I said, this is not the route that I would want for you for your first time
Yeah.
driving. So I'm so glad that it's me taking you. Yeah, no thanks. Buy her a moped. Bicycle, she wouldn't make it there for like
E-bike.
hours.
E-bikes can hit about 35 or something
Yeah.
miles per hour.
Yeah. If she
Yeah.
had really good balance, it might be a thought, but that it's not enough like sidewalks or
Yeah.
bicycle path on the way there to be safe. Heck, I see
Mm.
what they do to me, and I have a car around me. I can't imagine putting her on a bike or a moped. It's like a death trap. E-trike is what they're called. Oh, an e-trike, a 3-wheeler. Crazy. All right, have a good night, Barry. Thank you for having me.
All righty.
Bye,
Thank you for
everybody.
joining us.
Yeah.
Everybody have a good night over there. Thanks for being here.
Bye, guys.
Look for us at 1 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday. So everybody take care and God bless everybody.